DeKalb, Illinois. College football on CBS Sports Network is built by the Home Depot. The UMass Minutemen Independent against the Northern Illinois Huskies from the MAC. Welcome to the home of the Huskies. I'm Carter Blackburn, and we welcome to CBS Sports Network the Boston College and Carolina Panther tackling machine, Luke Kuechly. All right, we know this about Northern Illinois, Luke. From the win over fifth-ranked Notre Dame, this is a Husky team capable of beating anybody.
Absolutely. They've got a great defense. They've played well all year. The biggest thing they got to be able to do is control turnovers. The last couple weeks, the ball's gotten away from them on the offensive side of the ball. Going to lean heavily today on Amarian Brown, the running back.
We'll see a lot of Ontario Brown as we take a look at our Do Project Smarter. Built by the Home Depot, the ball will be in his hands a lot.
Absolutely. He's a great gap scheme runner in between the tackles right now. He sets up a block, makes an inside cut. He's able to get forward for a first down on this play. Not only a gap scheme runner, but also a wide zone runner as well. He's able to push it right there. He lets his offensive lineman get up to the second level, puts his foot in the ground. Again, another 10-plus yard game.
The Savannah, Georgia native is just 122 yards away from 3,000 career rushing yards during his Northern Illinois career. Meanwhile, for the UMass Minutemen, only one win on the season, but quarterback Tyson Pumachan, he is a dual-threat quarterback, and he has found a big play receiver in kind of an odd way for the Minutemen.
Absolutely. Anthony Simpson, big part of their offense, stepped away from the team this year. Jacoby Keeney-James has stepped in big time for him. Last 2 weeks, 3 touchdowns, 200-yard games on the season. He's a deep threat, runs great routes. He's formed quite a connection with Pumachan this year.
Don Brown now in his second stint as UMass head coach. He was actually UMass defensive coordinator on their FCS National Championship team, a staple of college football in New England. And a familiar face on the Northern Illinois sideline, a great Husky running back, Thomas Hammock, now in his 6th season as head coach, highlighted by the 2021 MAC Championship. And we will be keeping an eye on the wind here just outside of Chicago and DeKalb, Illinois. We expect the gusts maybe up to 25 miles an hour. Right now, relatively mellow at 12, but that factors into the kicking game and strategy for both the Minutemen and the Huskies. Northern Illinois wins the toss and defers, so UMass will receive the opening kickoff. Austin Bullock will kick it away for the Huskies, who are coming off back-to-back nail-biting losses, including at NC State when they outgained the Wolfpack yardage-wise, but 4 turnovers by Northern Illinois doomed them. They have a MAC loss to Buffalo. They blew a 14-3 lead here at home at Husky Stadium. Bullock's kickoff. Wobbly, but it makes it through the back of the end zone for a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 25-yard line for UMass's offense. Our starting lineups begin with Tyson Pumachan, the well-traveled quarterback, 6th-year senior. He played 3 years at Clemson, backing up Trevor Lawrence. Then he played 2 years at Georgia Tech. He had a knee injury last year. He missed spring ball, but back for year number 6. They are not afraid to run their quarterback, Tyson Pumachan.
Well, absolutely not. You look at the running backs this year. We've got 2 guys that left last year, transferred out, and their top 2 running backs this year both out. Jaylen John is out, Jackson Paradis is out. I imagine C.J. Hester should be a big part of the offense today.
Hester is in the backfield next to Pumachan. Fake it to him. Pumachan is sacked. The 17th sack this year allowed by UMass. Roy Williams has his 3rd sack of the year for Northern Illinois.
Well, absolutely. This is just really a coverage sack. He had a couple guys down the seam. Nobody was there. They ran an inside game. We're going to see a lot of 4-man pressure with line movement inside, so we're going to see how well UMass is able to pass out these inside stunts.
That is an ominous sack because now Pumachan ties the most sacked quarterback in college football this year. He and Shadur Sanders have both been sacked 17 times. Bobble on. It's recovered by Northern Illinois at the 15. On the handoff, Jelani Williams gets on top of the football. 2 disastrous plays to begin for the UMass Minutemen as Northern Illinois gets the takeaway.
And you know what? They must have seen something in the defense. They shifted to a different formation. They go zone read right here. The read in the defensive end. And Tyson Pumachan just drops the snap right here. Nothing on the handoff that was out of the ordinary and wasn't able to fall on that ball.
It is just the 2nd fumble recovery of the year by the Northern Illinois defense. They have not been good at forcing takeaways, the Huskies. But now they take over in the red zone at UMass's 15-yard line. Ethan Hampton in the backfield with Ontario Brown. Hampton on the roll on first down, tosses Lampe into the end zone, touchdown Huskies. The fullback, Brock Lampe, on the first offensive snap of the game by Northern Illinois. They get the fumble recovery from the defense and a quick touchdown pass, Hampton to Brock Lampe.
Absolutely. You look at this play right here. Shifts and motions are a big part of what Northern Illinois wants to do. They bring a guy across the formation in fly motion, and then on the snap, Brock Lampe goes back across the formation, finds him in the flat, out leverages the corner, and really easy pitch and catch right there to get the game started for Northern Illinois.
Lampe, first touchdown catch of his senior year, had a rushing touchdown against NC State. The extra point is good from Cannon Woodill. All right, so the fumble from UMass on the second offensive snap by the Minutemen. Jelani Williams gets on top of the football, hands it over to the offense, and in one play, Ethan Hampton to Brock Lampe, 7-0 Huskies.
Lights, camera, football. Break down this week's show-stopping moments from the gridiron with the Inside College Football Team on CBS Sports Network.
This is Carvana, and this is how you can sell us your car. Visit Carvana, answer a few questions, we'll give you a real offer, then set a time for us to pick it up and pay you on the spot. Sell your car the easy way with Carvana.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 gas-powered chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
Personalized financial advice from Ameriprise can do more than help you reach your goals.
I can make this work.
It can help you reach them with confidence. No wonder more than 9 out of 10 of our clients are likely to recommend us. Ameriprise Financial. Advice worth talking about.
All right, let's run that again.
Geico has fast, fair claims 24/7 right on the Geico app.
To file a claim, just tap.
Just tap right here to upload pictures, customer.
Try getting on a first-name basis.
Sure. Vicky.
To track your status, just click. Super easy.
They're connecting with the mannequins.
You're doing great, everyone.
Ooh, you're a pro.
Scroll, tap, scroll. Ouch! Oh! I'm cramping.
Yeah, we've all been there.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
Today, with the support of the NFL, a new playbook is being written. The National Gay Flag Football League provides inclusive play for over 4,000 LGBTQ+ players and allies. Here is a home with no penalty for being you.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. And by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Thomas Hammock was a great running back coach in the NFL with the Baltimore Ravens, but now in his 6th season coaching his alma mater at Northern Illinois University, the MAC championship. But I think college football is going to remember that win over 5th-ranked Notre Dame, the only time a MAC team has beat an AP top 5 team.
Well, absolutely. And you talked to the guys on their team. We talked to Jaylen Dolphin yesterday, just about the experience at Notre Dame in South Bend, the meetings leading up to it, and just that's who they are. That's their team. And a lot of these guys have had opportunities to go elsewhere, but they talk about the team family environment that Thomas Hammock has at Northern Illinois, and it's a large part of why all these guys have stuck around.
And then 2 heartbreaking losses since then, in overtime to Buffalo here at home, and then a 7-point loss last week against NC State, a game that Northern Illinois was certainly capable of winning. Another touchback. So just 50 seconds in, you already have a UMass turnover. It was the first lost fumble of the year by the UMass offense. It is a veteran offensive line from all over the country. Josh Atwood, the stalwart at center. And you mentioned the running backs for UMass. It has been who's going to get the football. Right now, the answer is C.J. Hester in the backfield for UMass because of a bevy of injuries and defections. This time, the handoff is executed. It will be a very short gain, maybe 2 yards. Jaylen Dolphin leads the Northern Illinois defense. The Husky defense, which is only giving up 235 yards a game, 7th in the nation. Jelani Williams has fumble recovery. Jaden Dolphin is the leading tackler. Amarian Knighton, the playmaking corner, has one of only 2 interceptions by the Huskies this year. That fumble recovery was just their 4th takeaway, and now their 5th game. Flag is down. Pumachan on the run. Looks like a designed QB run. He slides right around the 33-yard line. Jelani Williams on the stop. But we will check that flag near the line of scrimmage. Matt Pikowski, our referee. Illegal shift will wipe out that run by Pumachan.
Absolutely, Carter. And this thing's something that's plagued them all year. They're one of the most penalized teams in the NCAA. And when you go 1st and 10 for 2 yards and then 2nd and 10 or 2nd and 8, have a penalty. Now it's 2nd and 14. They're back in the same situation they were previous series. They got to stay ahead of the sticks because on 3rd down, Northern Illinois has been really good this year.
UMass, even in their win over Central Connecticut State FCS program, had 15 penalties and won the game. Pumachan, the 6th-year senior, 2nd season as a Minuteman, completes on the edge. That's the tight end Dominic Mazzotti, who has missed 2 games with an ankle injury for UMass. He should be a weapon in the pass game for the Minutemen.
Well, absolutely. He's one of their best receivers. He's a big body, so when they throw the ball out wide like that to a tight end, the corner's got to come up and make a firm tackle, and that's a good start for Northern Illinois. It's 3rd and long again for the 2nd time. Against
one of the elite 3rd down teams. Only Alabama and Tennessee better on 3rd down than Northern Illinois. NC State was just 2 of 11 against the Huskies last week. Pressure off the edge, option. Pumachan keeps it and has a 1st down across the 35, across the 40. So the option on 3rd down, UMass moves the chains.
Well, you can see what they're trying to do earlier this game. They're trying to put the ball in the hands of their best player, and that's Tyson Pumachan. But what they do is they get pressure off the front side, so they're running away from pressure. Great play call. And then it's just a quarterback read option. He's going to read the end man on the line of scrimmage. And right there, he's just going to tuck it up and go get a 1st down.
3rd most runs by a quarterback in the FBS from Tyson Pumachan. Although some of those have been scrambling because of all the pressure on him. The pocket holds up this time, so Pumachan able to launch it deep. Wide open, Lay holds it in, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, UMass. What a response by the Minutemen.
Absolutely, response is 100% right. He's rolling out to his right side of the field right here. In the post safety, he thinks he's going to run a quick levels route here, but instead he pumps it. He goes vertical. It turns into a backside seam ball, and a beautiful ball by Tyson Pumachan right here. They've talked about how well he throws the deep ball, and that's a fantastic example right there.
He got the protection that has been lacking much of the season. The extra point is good from Jacob Lurie. The 58-yard touchdown pass from Tyson Pumachan, 2nd touchdown of the season for T.Y. Harding. UMass gives it up on the opening drive, turning into a Northern Illinois touchdown, but the Minutemen respond through the air.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, you need high-quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. CJ Stroud putting up points with My Lowe's Rewards.
He is really cleaning up.
Come on, man.
It's the cart. He's got all the cleaning supplies in his cart.
In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
You ever just have one of those days?
You do have a lot going on.
I'm fine.
You just lost your dad. You got a brand new baby, an unemployed wife. You got no money.
Okay.
Lots of guys struggle with emotional stuff.
What do you do?
Eating healthy and exercise.
Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage.
To Mandy and Georgie and their new home.
Premiere CBS Thursday, 8/7 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
I need to fight fire. Oh, here's a free mail.
I can't decide if firefighting is going to save that kid or get him killed.
Are you sure you're ready to do this? It's a new beginning for both of us. I have to do this myself. For me.
Fire Country is all new. CBS Friday, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
Explore endless design possibilities to find your personal style. Endless hardy siding colors, textures, and styles. It's possible with James Hardy.
480.
Tomorrow it's an NFL on CBS doubleheader with the early slate headline by two of the game's best QBs going head-to-head when Josh Allen and the Bills face C.J. Stroud and the Texans. Later, the Packers hit the road against the Rams. Now that's a CBS Sports Sunday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+. Jimmy Ward, one of 2 first-round draft picks out of Northern Illinois. Larry English is the other. Ward and the Texans defense will have their work cut out for them tomorrow.
Well, absolutely. You look at Buffalo last week in Baltimore. They really struggled on the road. Now they go back again this week on the road again against Houston Texans. Obviously, the whole storyline this week is Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs reunion.
Quick scoring drive for UMass. A 58-yard touchdown reception by Harding from Pumachan. So let's see. We're just over 3 minutes in, and we're tied 7-7. And what was an 11 a.m. local kickoff. Already a lot of action between these two. That kick will go out of bounds. It is the second straight week that C.J. Kaloji has kicked one out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team, number 95. Volley placed at the 35-yard line. First down.
And again, Carter, we're going to talk about penalties. Those are things that you can control where the ball goes. Pre-snap penalties like they had on the previous play, and now it's just cheap hidden yardage, an extra 10 yards for Northern Illinois to get the drive going.
Well, the last time Northern Illinois got it, it was at UMass's 15. So at least it's on the other side of the 50 this time when the Huskies take over with Ontario Brown in the backfield with Ethan Hampton. Pressure off the edge. Brown gets it on the right side, runs right through the pressure, rolls across the 50-yard line. Ontario Brown finally brought down by Darian Craig after a gain of 16. Ethan Hampton, the redshirt junior, he needs a bounce-back game because 4 turnovers last week against NC State, 2 of them inside their own 5-yard line.
Absolutely, and those are killers. They scored touchdowns on both those drives. Without those, Northern Illinois' defense was playing really well that game and would have given them an opportunity to go win it.
The last interception was on a Hail Mary, but still 3 costly turnovers prior to that. Northern Illinois had been excellent taking care of the football prior to the 4 turnovers last week.
Again, right here.
Complete on the edge to Demopoulos.
5-man pressure by UMass right here, and Ethan Hampton's able to get the ball out on a quick screen pass. So first 2 passes of the game for Ethan Hampton. One has been a slide boot, easy throw right in front of him. Second play right here, just a quick screen, sees pressure, checks to the outside screen. Really good start for him.
Hampton won the starting job in fall camp. Had a huge game in their opening win over Western Illinois with 5 touchdowns on 18 of 20 passing. Call it 2nd and 1, so give it to Ontario Brown. He picks up the first down, has a good push to the 32-yard line. Luce Julian gets him from behind. Here's a weird wrinkle for Northern Illinois. All 5 offensive lineman starters are from the state of Wisconsin, and a lot of starts in that group. And blocking for Ontario Brown. And then in the pass game, you have Cam Thompson as the big play receiver over the top. They also like the tight end Grayson Barnes a lot in the pass game. Brown had his 9th career 100-yard game last week. Fake it to Williams, and now Hampton to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by UMass. The Minutemen get a takeaway. Isaiah Rutherford with the interception in the end zone.
Right here, they go 12 personnel, 5-man protection. They're just trying to load up and take a shot right here. They got a deep over. They anticipate the safety diving on that. Then you have one-on-one. You have one-on-one with the corner.
We talked about how Hampton needed to protect the football, unlike last week against NC State. But he throws his 3rd interception in the last 2 games. Rutherford gets the pick in the end zone. UMass football.
When I push, I feel good. When I push, I feel good. When I push. Feel better when I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push, When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good.
You know, they say, losing hope, that's the real disaster. When Tropical Storm Fred sent a devastating wall of water and debris down this river, it seemed hopeless. But when the waters receded, Belfour was here. Not just to rebuild, but to help restore the life of this community. Belfour, restoring more than property.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Marcus. Even though he lost his job, he's not worried about finding a new health plan anymore. And Keisha, she turned 26 and went off her parents' insurance. So she found new, affordable coverage. And for the Moore family, when they lost Medicaid, they found a new plan that fits their budget. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov, where millions have found the coverage they need.
Ain't no secret in staying in your prime. You just gotta want it, baby. Eating almonds can help you recover from exercise. Fellas, get after it. So eat your almonds. Own your prime.
Hey, Jane, what's up?
Well, I'm getting a new car.
Yeah, contemplating the same.
You know, Carvana is super convenient.
Appreciate the tip. Definitely a no-brainer.
I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Well, with same-day delivery, it's no big deal.
New car, new you.
However you buy your car with Carvana.
All right, Luke Kuechly, take us through the interception thrown by Ethan Hampton.
Right, they had a good design. We're going to get 1 over. We're going to get 2 over. They're going to void this zone in the back right here. As you let it run, we're going to get a front side receiver coming over, and all he's got to do is put the ball out for him to run underneath the ball right here. We've got a great opportunity to go do it. Everybody is away. All he's got to do is throw it out there and let him run underneath it.
UMass gets the football back after the touchback. They'll get it at the 20. T.Y. Harding on the stretch gets maybe a couple on first down. UMass, so I mean, this is a weird start to the football game. Just over 5 minutes in, each team has a turnover, each team has a touchdown.
A lot of scoring. They're scoring fast. It's unique for UMass to score as quickly as they have because they've been such a dominant controller of the clock. But for them, they need to go score quickly, especially with a running game like NIU has.
Both of these teams top 10 in the nation in time of possession. That's a weird one for UMass. There's just some weird stats for UMass. Top 10 in the country in time of possession, and yet averaging only 19 points per game. Cookie Desiderio gets his first carry of the year for UMass. Again, he's getting his first action because Jaylen John is out with an upper body injury. Jackson Paradis is out with an ankle injury. You lost Kayron Adams to the transfer portal, Michigan State. Greg Duosier at Memphis, he's now injured. And so you are way down the depth chart at running back for UMass.
Well, absolutely. C.J. Hester in for the first series. They had the bobbled snap, which resulted in a fumble. So I'm sure they're trying to look for somebody that they can trust in the run game.
Gomachon on third down. That's another weird stat. 8 times they've completed a pass on third down that has not resulted in a first down. 1 third down conversion so far. Pumachan takes off with the pocket breaking down. Another stiff arm. He's dragged down from behind. It's a loss on third down as the Huskies hound Tyson Pumachan. UMass will go 3 and out after the takeaway.
And right here, they show big-time pressure in the A-gaps. Both the linebackers are inside. It looks like heavy pressure, man-free, playing man all the way. As he goes through his cadence, they start to drop out. They play cover 2. Once the ball gets snapped, it confused Tyson Pumachan a little bit. He was able to hold it, and that offensive line broke down. And Nave Sanders was able to come through and make a great play on the ball.
He is the pass rush specialist for Northern Illinois. Had 3 sacks against Buffalo. Kaloji almost blocked. Northern Illinois nearly got to that one, but a good punt by Kaloji will be fielded inside the 30 by Dane Partridge for Northern Illinois. That's a good sign for Northern Illinois. They had problems in the punt game a week ago, but we are even at 7 in DeKalb.
Homes.com is a new, elevated home shopping experience. Beautiful design, tremendously rich content, and my favorite touch, it's the only site that always connects you to the listing agent. Feels like a work of art.
Lovely. What about the app?
Uh-oh! Look what I did. It's ringing. Hello? Hello? Hello?
They can't hear you.
Hello?
Because you glued a frame over the microphone.
I think I've glued the frame over the microphone.
Ding dong!
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
You're so much more than just a landowner. You're a gardener, a groundskeeper, a landscaper. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
These men of means with their silver spoons, what would become of them when they discover Robin Hood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash? They would descend into chaos.
A Chewy order for Rue is on the way. Purina One, his favorite food, with proven nutrition for healthy energy you can see and hear. For low prices, for life with pets, there's Chewy with Purina One.
Mission has enjoyed the start by Northern Illinois. Not so much the UMass touchdown, but we're even at 7 between the Huskies and the Minutemen. Tomorrow at 3 Eastern, join CBS Sports Network for the APB's first ever Women's Open, as pickleball's top female athletes go head-to-head in hopes of making history. An active Northern Illinois defense already with a fumble recovery and 2 sacks.
Well, they've had 4 sacks on the year, and they come into this game. They've reached half their season total in the first 3 drives of the game.
Give it to their offense again at the 28 after a 50-yard punt. Ontario Brown is in the backfield. Give it on the fly sweep.
So right now, Northern Illinois, a lot of zone running game, which makes a lot of sense with all the line movement that UMass does up front. If they're able to communicate and pass it off, they can get edges really easily, and that's another great job. Get the ball on the perimeter quickly with a zoom run game like that.
Start Brown at wide receiver and then motion him into the backfield. And Brown gets it on the right side and has another first down. A big scrum between the Minutemen and Huskies, but Brown carried out to the 44-yard line for a first down for Northern Illinois.
So Northern Illinois likes to line Ontario Brown up all over the field. He's going to line up a receiver. He's going to line up in the running as a running back. He can even line up at Wildcat right there. They go empty, 13 personnel, 3 tight ends. They put Brown in the slot, motion him back into the backfield. They're doing that to get indicators from the UMass defense. How do they line up in empty? And as the game goes on and it progresses, they can make adjustments from there.
So UMass defense led by 3 really good linebackers. Turn on the tape as they say UMass. Those guys stand out. Hampton winds up, takes another deep shot, and misfires. Incomplete. Partridge, the intended receiver. Thomas Hammock said they were going to take some shots over the top of this UMass defense. They've
done it today. They've maxed up, obviously, on the last drive right there. Great play call, good design on the interception. They had an over with the deep post. You just got to put it out in front of him and let him go get it. And then again, right there, they had a single high defense. The over, you got to get up and throw that ball right now before he gets to the backside where all the coverage is.
Hampton only 2 for 4 with an interception. Quick hitter to the outside. On the screen, a good block on the edge out to the 49-yard line. Grayson Barnes, the versatile tight end for Northern Illinois.
This is a great job of play calling right here. You take 2 shots the last 2 plays, last 2 throws on the offensive side of the ball. Let's get Ethan Hampton calm down right here, make an easy throw, get it to third and manageable. So what they do right there is snap it, get a guy in the flat, throw it to him. Hey, Grayson Barnes, go make a play, get it to third and short.
UMass get off the field, show a lot of pressure looks. One deep safety, there is a flag down. Delay of game on Northern Illinois on 3rd and 5. You're going to back up to 3rd and 10.
Delay of game. Offense, number 2. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
This makes it 3rd and 10, and I got to believe on Don Brown's play sheet right here, he's got defensive calls from 2 to 5. That 2 to 5 window, you can't send as much pressure. It's not as aggressive. But once you get to 3rd and 7+, that pressure package increases big time. And you got to believe Ethan Hampton in the Northern Illinois offense understand that as well.
Thompson, Barnes, and Partridge, who missed last week, the leading targets for Hampton on 3rd down. So from 3rd and 5 to 3rd and 10, Hampton steps up, takes off. Hampton shakes his way across the 45. Flag is down, but Hampton for now has a first down. His slide started at the 45. It's still a gain of 11, but we will check the flag at the end of the play.
All play is a first down. Holding. Defense. Number 4. 10-yard penalty will be added on the end of the run. Automatic first down.
When you talk about rush lanes up front, when you get to 3rd and 10, 3rd and 10+, you have to be disciplined in your rush lanes. And a majority of these guys on the defensive side of the ball for UMass, they want to get after the quarterback, but there's a huge void right there. Really good job by J.J. Lippy, the offensive guard on the left side, of just really closing down that inside stunt player, creating a big window in the B gap that Ethan Hampton was able to jump through. Wildcat.
Ontario Brown, they've been 100% run on Ontario Brown's Wildcat snaps. Flag down as Brown picks his way to the 32-yard line. They'll call it a gain of 3 for now, but the flag flies right at the snap to Ontario Brown.
Probably going to get an illegal formation. The backside receiver was on the ball. If he's going to go in motion, he has to be off the ball pre-snap to go in motion.
Yep, that's what we got.
Legal shift. Offense. 2 men in motion. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
UMass takes the penalty, but Northern Illinois will get a chance to have first down again.
Absolutely, and great job on the backside right there by Jaylen Hudson of squeezing that backside edge. When you go as much counter as Northern Illinois does, when that tackle blocks down, that defensive end has to squeeze, understanding that there's going to be a blocker coming from the front side.
Gavin Williams and Jaylen Poe are both in the backfield. Poe motions out. Hampton will toss it to him on the edge. Slips around the 40-yard line. UMass does a good job of rallying to the football. Maybe no gain on that first down. That's Leonard St. Gordon who leads the way for UMass.
A really good play right here. Again, you see what Northern Illinois wants to do. Let's calm him down. Let's get some yards back there on first down. Quick, easy throws, and let our guys with the ball go make plays.
Ontario Brown gets a break. UMass again shows edge pressure. Here they come as Hampton rolls out. Hampton dumps it. The pressure definitely got to him that time as Darian Craig was coming off the edge. So UMass doesn't get home on Hampton, but they force the incompletion.
Talk about an energy guy. That's Darian Craig. When they go 3 down like that, he's always the 4th pressure guy. He comes from all over the place. He does a really good job right here understanding boot. When you come off the edge like that, your eyes have to go to run. Once you know it's not run, you got to get upfield to hit the quarterback's upfield shoulder so he can no longer continue to extend that play on that boot pass. Great play by Darian Craig.
Bringing up 3rd down. Remember, Northern Illinois converted on 3rd and 10 on a scramble by Hampton, but prior to the third down. We have timeout, UMass. 3rd and 15 for the Huskies when we come back in 30 seconds.
We're seeing customers come in every single day, pros that are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a 3rd AP300S for free. Real steel. Find yours.
Northern Illinois facing 3rd and 15, and you already think about what the Huskies would do on 4th down.
Well, what would they do on 4th down? They've got the wind at their back, so the range is extended a little bit more. But if they go quick right here, a little quick game, it wouldn't surprise me. Cut it halfway, knowing, hey, with the wind and where it's swirling, maybe we can go for it on 4th down.
They're going to hand off. And Brown is stood up at the 40. So 3rd and 15, you get nothing. Jaylen Stewart, the terrific Mike linebacker for UMass. So 4th down and...
Yeah, you know what? They're trying to pop one right here. They're saying, hey, they're going to be UMass is going to be anticipating pass. They're going to sit back in zone coverage, probably too high. Let's see if we can pop one for 7, 8, 9 yards and put ourselves in position for a long field goal or to go for it on 4th down. But like you said, really good play by Jaylen Stewart inside. He's the heartbeat of that defense. I think he's the best communicator. We talked to him yesterday. Great, smart kid. He's more of a read, diagnose, go get it guy.
So no choice but to punt from here. Foley hangs it high. It will be down. Now it crosses the goal line. Boy, a chance at downing it inside the 1, but that will result in a touchback, bringing it out to the 20. The Huskies had a chance to pin that one inside the 1.
Absolutely. Great punt. Coverage player was able to get underneath there. Effort is really good. But in college football, you know, you can be in the end zone, and just as long as the ball doesn't cross the plane, you're good. So get in there, make sure your feet are on the goal line, go grab it and hold it out. And if you're going to bat it back, you really got to bat it back, because with the way that ball is rolling, it's going to be rolling back towards the end zone.
So you saw the ball cross the plane, and that's where the play ends in college football. Bring it out to the 20 on the punt touchback. Demarion Albarek in the backfield for UMass. Another new look at running back, and there is no room on the left side. He's a true freshman from West Palm Beach, Florida. So Desiderio got his first carry of the season. Albarek gets his first carry of the season, but nothing much productive from the running backs so far for UMass.
I tell you what, Northern Illinois is controlling the line of scrimmage. Dominic Mazzotti's off in a hit position. It'll be interesting to watch this week, how they handle him. If he's tight to the line of scrimmage, it's more inside zone, gives him a good angle to cut the D end off. If he's deeper, it's more counter in zone read.
Tyson Pumachon on 2nd and 10. Has time, tipped, and incomplete. Active in the backfield, intended for Gavin.
Just a little deep over concept. They send a guy outside back to the boundary side. They have a go ball, and then they're just trying to have Gavin work the inside of the field. Really good play by Nate Valkersall right here of just driving that over route, making a play on the football. Good throw by Tyson Pumachon. I think he's a better passer when he's in the pocket. He can really set his feet, but right there, good drive, good throw, just a really good play by the defense.
That was the first incompletion thrown by Pumachon. Hand it off on 3rd down. Hester breaks it on the left side and gets 12. So handing it off on 3rd and 10. There's C.J. Hester, the only stalwart in the backfield for UMass, who gets 12.
A good physical run. They go 2 wide, 3 techniques, and drop the both inside backers. So when you go 3rd down like that, you mug both the backers. There's a big void once those guys drop out. They did it last 3rd down. Good adjustment here by UMass to just run it inside.
One deep safety for Northern Illinois on 1st and 10. Pumachon fakes the handoff, steps away from the pressure and takes off out of the pocket. On the scramble, he has another first down as Pumachon will be knocked out of bounds around the 46-yard line. He mixes it up with the Husky sideline, but no flag. Pumachon was hit while inbounds. It's a gain of 14 on the scramble by Pumachan.
Really good job right here. I like the play call a lot. They've got a levels concept going to the front side. They send the tight end on a deep 7. The outside wide receiver goes on a vertical, and they have a back flipping into the flat. But guess what? Tyson Pumachan has nothing downfield, runs through Christian right there, and then gets banged on the sideline. But a big physical run by Tyson Pumachan, and a good job not forcing anything down the field.
He is UMass's leading rusher. Mentioned again, he's third most carries by a quarterback in the FBS. Toss to C.J. Hester, who gets nothing on first down. And we've mentioned several times the problems with the running backs for UMass, so that has really put a load on Tyson Pumachan.
Well, the offense really goes through him. If he struggles in any aspect of the game, they've got a difficult time winning games just based on the running backs. But on this play right here, really good play design. They go 4-by-1. Receivers are front side, backs front side. But a really good job by Ivan Davis on the Huskies side of the ball of setting a firm edge, making that ball funnel inside to Jaden Dolphin and Christian Furman.
Hester gets it again on second down. A little more running room on the left side to the 49 for C.J. Hester. Well, you have complimented the offensive coordinator, Shane Montgomery, for UMass, and I'm wondering if that has any indication he was the first to offer you a scholarship when he was at Miami of Ohio?
That was back in the day, so that was my junior year in high school, and I got finished playing my junior year in high school, and I was like, man, I might have an opportunity to play football in college, and that's what you want to do as a little kid, obviously. And I got an offer from Shane Montgomery, and he came in. We sat down with him yesterday, or no, we talked to him on Thursday, and he said, hey, do you remember me? I said, yeah, you're the guy that gave me a scholarship offer. And we kind of joked about it, and he said, hey, why didn't you come? And I said, hey, you know what, BC was just such a good fit for me. But you know what, you appreciate that, because the way recruiting works is everyone kind of looks at you. Nothing really happens until somebody gives you an offer, and then once you get an offer, then it just starts to happen. So a lot of credit to those guys up there at Miami. They got a really good program when I was coming up, and Shane Montgomery, we meet again.
His 34th season in college football. First year at UMass, his last couple of stops were Buffalo and East Carolina, but nearly a big recruiting win, pulling Luke Kuechly to Miami. UMass is 2 for 3 on third down. That's excellent against Northern Illinois, who is only allowing 19% on third down coming in.
He sees weak side pressure. I don't know if he's changing coverage, changing play call.
Tight end Mazzotti goes in motion. They give it to Hester, who gets a couple good blocks at the point of attack and takes it inside the 40 as UMass converts. They're now 3 for 4 on third down against the Huskies.
They got a little bit of something going in the run game right here with this split belly look. They ran it 2 plays ago when the receiver came across, adjusted gaps, and then Don Mazzotti comes back across the formation, kicks out the defensive end, and gets into the B gap.
So an action-packed first quarter. UMass and Northern Illinois are even at 7. The home of the Huskies, DeKalb, Illinois.
Wakey, it's Sunday morning football. Watch live as Justin Jefferson leads the Vikings against Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Jets-Vikings, Sunday at 9:30, only on NFL Network.
We're seeing customers come in every single day, pros that are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a third AP300S for free. Real steel. Find yours.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, I'm positive.
I mean, I love that you're trying to help, but why this way?
Because there's a lot going on in the world, and this is how I can help. So, what do you think?
¿También tienes uno nuevo?
Sí, es increíble, ¿no? Es mucho mejor que el anterior. Y voy a tener otro el próximo año.
¿Y qué piensa tu esposa?
Ni voy a tener que rogarle. Este tiene camera control. Es increíble.
Trae a casa la felicidad del nuevo iPhone 16 Pro por cuenta nuestra. Y hazlo una y otra vez con el último iPhone cada año con AT&T Next Stop Anytime.
Do you think we should head back?
Zippy, 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 Tricky, 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 boom. Bella, 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 bella.
Take the next exit on the right.
Teca, 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 boom.
I'll kill you if this is a joke. My heart just leapt!
In the last 12 seasons, UMass has only 8 road wins. The last one was at Army. It's gone on a 7-game winning streak since, but UMass hanging at Northern Illinois early. Even at 7, first play of the second quarter is on the plus side of the 50. This drive, the first time that UMass has crossed the 50. Touchdown was a 58-yard pass play. Fake the toss to Hester, down the seam, grabbing Gavin, makes a heck of a catch. The 7th-year senior, former Texas Tech and Jacksonville State wide receiver, lays out to grab it.
Again, Shane Montgomery, great play call right here. Again, they go 4-by-1. Previous, on the same drive, going the other direction, they ran it, really good toss action. Play got stifled by Northern Illinois. Come right back to it and throw a seam ball off of it.
Into the red zone for UMass, their 53% touchdown percentage inside opponents' 20. C.J. Hester on the right side gets a couple on first down just inside the 15.
So they go unbalanced right here. They go 5-by-1. They went 4-by-1 previously, 5-by-1 this side. What Tyson Pumachan is doing is he's reading outside. If he's got numbers outside, meaning they have more blockers than they do defenders out wide in the passing game, he's going to throw it. If he doesn't have numbers, he's going to run the zone read inside. If that defensive end squeezes, he's going to pull it. If not, he's going to hand it inside to the running back.
Now, the big hit against Tyson Pumachan's numbers this year was the 100-yard pick 6 at Buffalo. On 2nd and 8, Hester has it on the right side again, slipping away from the first tackler. Hester is wrestled down by Santana Banner near the 11. That was the 10th play of this drive. Again, the numbers for UMass time of possession-wise are terrific. Top 10 in the nation, but only 19 points per game, in part because of red zone difficulties.
Absolutely. You talk about red zone difficulties. Northern Illinois has had a lot of trouble in the red zone this year. They're giving up scoring drives 100% of the time. They got to find a way to obviously limit it to a field goal right here, but another turnover would be very beneficial for them.
UMass has been excellent on third down. You saw the 3-for-4 conversions, all of them from 7+. This one easier at 3rd and 4. Pumachan with a good push, but they're going to mark him down at the 9. It's Pierce Opong who gets Pumachan down inside the 9. So you got 4th down, and looks like the kicking unit is coming on for UMass.
Absolutely. Good hold. Obviously, you're looking for a turnover in the red zone, but good hold right here by Northern Illinois. And you can kind of tell what they're trying to do on 3rd down, 3rd and short specifically with UMass. Put the ball in your best guy's hands, and that's Tyson Pumachan.
27-yard field goal attempt coming from Jacob Lurie. It has been an adventure in the kicking game for UMass, but Lurie from 27 yards with the win behind him. He missed a 44-yarder in OT at Miami. This kick is easily good with the wind. Lurie gives UMass the lead. Pumachan marches him down. Lurie with 3 points, and UMass leads on the road.
When the sawdust settles and the engine finally roars, the thing you care about most is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels a little different. Your wallet. Because we believe no matter what you're working on, You need high-quality tools at a great price. And that's what we're all about. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
As a member of Navy Federal Credit Union, Nick feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things, like crossing this river. What if his feet get wet? Did he bring extra socks? Are there salmon in the river? Are salmon aggressive? Nick has a lot of things to worry about. But as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Tell me what you want from this.
I want to be a star.
I want to solve this crime, but we can only do it with your help.
I want to be normal.
This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Who knows where it will lead?
So what is it? Drugs, guns, gangs?
All of the above.
I promised myself I wouldn't get dragged back in.
The killer is telling us the rules of the game.
You have got to be kidding.
Military veteran and USAA member Sam Elliott. I'm Gronk, your new roommate.
Roommate?
Mm-hmm. Wow. I've been trying to join USAA for years.
Gronk, you know it's for the military community and their families.
I know I can't join, but I could live in your house and ride in your truck, both USAA insured. Roomie?
Roomie.
USAA, auto, home, life, and bank.
One of the all-time UMass greats, Victor Cruz, Super Bowl 46 champion with the Giants, but before that he was off and on the UMass football roster that ended up in the NFL as an undrafted free agent and became one of the all-time greats for the New York Giants. CBS Sports celebrates Hispanic and Latine pioneers of change and recognizes the history, cultures, traditions, and impact of these communities during Hispanic Heritage Month.
Yeah, Carter, he was a huge part of that 2011 Super Bowl team. He came in, obviously, undrafted in 2010, didn't play a whole lot. And then 2011, he popped in 1,500 yards to win the Super Bowl with Eli Manning.
UMass hanging with Northern Illinois.
They're more than hanging. They're playing better right now. They're running the ball well. They're converting on third down. They're up 10-0. I'm sorry, 10-7. It's a big drive for Northern Illinois. We talked about it. Their best player, Ontario Brown, has touched the ball 3 times so far today. He's got 3 rushes for 31 yards, and you'd like to think right now, settle things down, quick passing game, get the ball to your best player. They've been effective running gap scheme. They've been effective running zone scheme. You'd imagine get it calmed back down a little bit.
But the last kickoff by C.J. Kaloji was out of bounds. He's had out-of-bounds kickoffs the last 2 weeks. Manages to keep this one inbounds. It'll bounce out for a touchback to the 25-yard line for Northern Illinois. A 2-0 start, including the win over Notre Dame for Northern Illinois, but an overtime loss to Buffalo and then a 7-point loss at NC State. In both of those games, they held their opponents under 200 yards of offense and yet lost the game. That's hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it really comes down to turnovers. They weren't really able to force any turnovers and give the offense, which had struggled a little bit, 6 turnovers on their side of the ball. When your offense is struggling and you're playing well on defense, sometimes it's not good enough to play well enough. You need to force turnovers and give the offense a short field.
Ethan Hampton 4 for 7 passing, including the interception. On the roll. Here's the wrinkle from Northern Illinois. Because of those turnovers by Ethan Hampton, we have a new quarterback. Josh Holst, the redshirt freshman, who threw 2 passes versus Western Illinois. How about the decision by Thomas Hammock to go to the redshirt freshman quarterback and pull Ethan Hampton?
Well, I think after the last week and then the start of this week, they had the shot play wide open in the end zone. Just got to put it out in front of them a little bit. You know, we'll see how long this lasts, but a good design run to get him going early.
Hold another design run. They block it up on the edge, and he has a first down the sideline across the 50. Knocked out of bounds by Jaylen Stewart, but Holtz off the bench And a solid start for the Northern Illinois freshman.
Absolutely. They just go power front side, pull the backside guard, lead up. When you go wildcat like that, you've got one extra blocker, and that happens to be the running back. And a really good block by Gavin Williams. He doesn't get the ball as much and out of the backfield. Obviously, it's dominated by Ontario Brown, but a good block right here to get him sprung outside.
26 yards on 2 carries for Holst off the bench. Ontario Brown joins him in the backfield. Brown on the stretch on first down. Minutemen waiting for him on the corner. Still gets 3 yards. I mean, that's what a great back does, Ontario Brown, even when he's not unable to break it. That was what he looked like last week against NC State when he carried it a career-high 28 times for 114 rushing yards.
And he's got a great ability. He's got great vision. He's got a great ability to bounce the ball both front side and putting his foot in the ground and get backside. But he's a volume carrier. He needs the ball in his hands. The more he gets the ball, the more he wears down the defense.
And the biggest play of the Notre Dame win when he took it 83 yards in the pass game on a catch and run. Brown, same play on second down. Looks like a gain of 3 more for Ontario Brown to give you a shot on third down. And since Holst has come into the game for Northern Illinois, they have not attempted a pass.
Absolutely. It's been all design run. 2 design runs by the quarterback, and obviously the last 2 runs by Ontario Brown are here. But a really good play right here by Jeremiah McGill coming up from the secondary, making a good firm tackle on a really big, strong physical ball carrier.
In UMass territory, 3rd and 4 for the Huskies. Gavin Williams in the backfield next to Holst. Out of the gun, on the roll. The freshman's going to tuck it, try to run. The Minutemen were ready for the scramble on third down. So you've got 4th and about 2 coming up, and really no man's land at the 42-yard line, and Northern Illinois is keeping the offense on the field. They're 5 for 6 on 4th down this year.
Absolutely. That play call shows you right away what their thought process was on third down right here. They went unbalanced, which is something that they do a lot, and they're going to see how UMass adjusts to it. So then as the game goes on, they can draw up plays and design plays based on how UMass aligns. But they put in Brock Lampe, big fullback. The ball's going behind him or going to him on 4th down.
Brown back into the game behind Lampe. They fake it to Brown. Toss, caught, stretching, close to a first down. This is going to be very close on 4th down. Grayson Barnes, the tight end.
So they just go slide boot right here. So what they're doing is they're pulling a guy out of the backfield, try to get him in the flat, and then there's a second level sail route, a 7 route. That's a second level throw he can do. But the problem with the play right here is Lake Ellis, the defensive end for UMass, is able to stay home. He gets up, forces contain. Quarterback's got to sit up there, and he's got to pull up, and he's got to make the throw right now.
UMass gets the stop with a field goal lead.
Look at this silly little sailboat. These men of means with their silver spoons eating up the financial favors of the 1%. What would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash, unlimited deposit bonuses, and handsome retirement matching? They would descend into chaos, merciless chaos.
I have a surprise for you.
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah. Feast your eyes on this.
Oh, that's sexy. Feels so new.
I want to feel this feeling again and again.
Well, can I hold it?
How bad do you want to hold it?
I'm not going to beg, but pretty please.
They don't. Go ahead, press a button.
Oh, it's glowing.
Apple Intelligence. We should do this more often.
Agreed.
Rekindle the feeling of love with the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And feel it again and again with the latest iPhone every year with AT&T Next Up Anytime.
Did you know over 8 million tons of the fresh produce that's grown ends up in here? Ooh, and that really stinks. At Birdseye, we pick our vegetables at their peak of ripeness. Then we use our awesome Stay Fresh flash freezing process to freeze time. So you get all the taste and nutrients of fresh with no waste of money tossing produce that's gone bad. And that puts a lid on that. From farmer to freezer. Birdseye.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. And your Ford dealer is the place to start. With a full lineup of vehicles and available powertrains. Get your ideal combination of power and capability with gas, hybrid, or all electric. But more important than the power you choose is what you choose to do with it.
Choose FlexBuy on Escape and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
During our break, a review of the spot as Grayson Barnes needs the 39-yard line. So the stretch is across the 40, but you can see even though the yellow line is unofficial, that's where he needed to get the ball, to the 39. They did review it. Our replay official, Keith Zerbel, had a look during the break. They agreed that he did not reach the 39-yard line. So by that much, UMass gets a 4th down stop. The Minutemen take over on offense, leading by a field goal. Cedric Desiderio in the backfield. Pumachan, another deep shot, and it's incomplete, intended for Jaquan Gibson.
Well, I like the aggressiveness out of them right here. They just go a little quick go ball. He had Sterling Galbin on a quick under that quite frankly was uncovered, but I don't hate the aggressiveness right now by UMass.
Mentioned that Tyson Pumachan missed all of spring. He missed 3 games in all of spring with a right knee injury, and yet he has bounced back. Had the fumble on the second play from scrimmage in this game that Northern Illinois turned into its touchdown. Pumachan had 73 rushing attempts in 5 games coming into this one. Hands off, short gain. Haberman there on the stop on Desiderio. Haberman, who was the hero of the Notre Dame game with 2 blocked field goals.
Just a really good play by him. Haberman just causing problems inside, makes a quick inside move on the offensive lineman, is able to track the ball carrier down. And now here's where Northern Illinois needs to step up. Had a turnover by the offense. Now you need to get a stop, ball back to the offense. See what they do if they come with pressure, if they go 4-man, or if they just go 4-man games up front.
3 third down conversions. Again, they're all from 7 yards or more. This one on the edge. It's going to be short of the line to gain, even though Mazzotti made... No, it's incomplete. It hit the ground. So incomplete, intended for Mazzotti. That brings up 4th and 7. And the punt unit comes on as UMass goes 3 and out.
So they bring front side pressure right here. Tyson Pumachan's got to get the ball out. He put it a little bit low, but really good play by Jordan Hansen right here, driving on that quick out and making sure he didn't catch the ball.
Alogi had a 71-yard punt at Buffalo. That'll raise your average. Dane Partridge is back for Northern Illinois. An adventure in the punt game last week. Partridge will let this one hit. Trickles into the end zone. That'll be a touchback. Bring it back to the 20. 57-yard punt. Net 37 with the touchback. Northern Illinois forces UMass into a 3 and out, but the Minutemen still lead it by 3.
When I push, I feel good. When I push, I feel good. When I push. Feel better. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good. When I push. When I push, I feel good. When I pull, I feel good.
These men of means with their silver spoons, what would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash? They would descend into chaos.
Constant reminders of your moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis can make it hard to be there when it matters most. If your symptoms aren't under control, it may be time to talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio. Entyvio has helped many people achieve long-term relief and remission. Doctors have been prescribing Entyvio for more than 10 years. Entyvio offers 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio pen. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare rare, potentially fatal brain infection cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Ask your healthcare provider about Entyvio. Relief, remission, for real.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
September 7th, Northern Illinois pulled off one of the biggest upsets in college football in years. Ontario Brown's 83-yard touchdown led the way for the offense. Field goal from Woodhill from 35 gives them the lead with 31 seconds left. And then Cade Haberman, amazingly, with his second field goal block of the game. And Northern Illinois head coach Thomas Hammock was as emotional as you will ever see from a head coach after that win. The first time that a MAC program has beaten a top 5 opponent.
Absolutely, and that's a great place to play a college football game. I played there twice in my career, never got a win, but I could imagine it's a great feeling walking out of that place with a quiet crowd.
Ethan Hampton is back in at quarterback for Northern Illinois, so they go back to the starter. Hampton tripped up behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 1 and a sack on the first play with Hampton back in there after Josh Holst, the redshirt freshman, quarterbacked Northern Illinois on its last drive.
They go hard play action right here. They pull the backside guard, try to give him an opportunity to throw an inside breaking route on the second level. Good coverage downfield and covered sack.
You see, since the Notre Dame win, the overtime loss to Buffalo, so Northern Illinois is 2-2 on the year, but 0-1 in the MAC. Well, expected to be one of the contenders. That's been the story in the MAC so far this year, is the teams who were projected to be at the top are not, including Miami. Brown gets the handoff, his 6th carry. The numbers have been pretty good for Ontario Brown, but not a lot of touches. That's just his 6th carry.
Yeah, 6th
and he's
carry.
slow getting up.
Yeah, 7 minutes to go in the first half. He's kind of had whatever he's wanted, and again, they just go a split belly. Look right here. They go zone front side. They bring the tight end back across the formation, kick out the defensive end. He's allowed to stretch that ball as far as he wants, and wherever he feels like he can put his foot in the ground and get upfield, that's where he's going to go.
Brown out of the game on 3rd and 6. Gavin Williams in the backfield with Hampton. Good pocket on 3rd and 6, but nowhere to go with the football, so Hampton takes off, runs across the 35, across the 50. Hampton, not known for his speed, takes it into UMass territory to the 44. It's a gain of 32 yards on 3rd and 6.
That's a great job by Ethan Hampton right here. It's just a 4-man rush, and what they're doing is they're playing man over the top. There's 2 receivers on each side of the ball. They have 3 defenders over the top, and those 3 are responsible for those 2. He knows that. He breaks pocket. He goes for a big gain.
Hampton pulls it again on 1st down on a read with Gavin Williams in the backfield. Gets 4 more yards on 1st down after Jaylen Stewart makes the tackle.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to that previous play. It's just a really good job of recognizing coverage by Ethan Hampton. He knows it's 4-man pressure. Linebacker has the back, and once those guys spread out and go wide in the second level, there's nobody in the middle of the field. So he sees that big split in the offensive line. He just takes advantage of it.
Brown back in the game. Hampton will give it to Ontario Brown. Cuts it back to the 37. They give you 3rd and about 3. Ontario Brown, who was offered by South Carolina, other SEC and major programs, chose to come to Northern Illinois. And he is down on the ground. This is the 2nd time we've seen Brown down. There's a UMass defender who was also down on this play.
Looks like he's holding his ankle, Carter.
It's Darian Craig who's down for UMass.
He's a fun guy to watch, Darian Craig. He plays off the ball backer. He's a blitzer. He plays with such great energy, and Don Brown talks a lot about havoc plays. That's PBUs, that's turnovers, that's hitting the quarterback. He's already got one hit on the quarterback today, and you hope guys like that are able to get up and keep playing.
Well, Brown is back on his feet. You can hear the light applause as Ontario Brown limps back to the Northern Illinois sideline. But Darian Craig is still down for UMass. Now he is on his feet, limping back to the UMass sideline. That is a big question mark injury-wise for both the Huskies and Minutemen. The focal point of the Northern Illinois offense, Ontario Brown with a significant limp on the sideline. And the playmaking linebacker Darian Craig out for now for UMass.
And Gavin Williams will be the next guy up for Northern Illinois here. It's kind of, you know, if you're UMass and you're Don Brown in this situation, you got to play tight coverage knowing, hey, it's 3rd and short, runs open, shots are obviously open, and then quick game. So everything's on the table for Northern Illinois, which gives them a big advantage. You got to imagine tight pride man coverage here from UMass.
Jaylen Poe, a redshirt freshman, is in at running back from now for Northern Illinois. UMass brings pressure. Poe runs right into the pressure on 3rd down. It looks like he got 4 yards on 3rd and 3. So Jaylen Poe from Dallas, Georgia, spelling Ontario Brown, able to get the first down.
Absolutely. It's just another zone read look for them. They're going to bring the tight end back across the formation here. And then the key on these runs, these offensive linemen, they need to be able to control the double teams. What I mean by that is guard and center have a down guy, and then they have a guy responsible in the second level, which typically means it's a linebacker. So they got to push that down guy to the linebacker, and the ability to get to the second level makes big gains.
7th play of the drive, only one of those plays has been a pass. So Hampton on 1st and 10, hands off again to Jaylen Poe. Good push. We'll take Jaylen Poe to the 30. Tyler Rudolph makes the tackle for UMass.
That's a good physical tackle by Tyler Rudolph. They just go frontside power right here, unbalanced. We're going to see how UMass adjusts to that, but unbalanced line, they go frontside power. They bring Brock Lampe in to be a physical ball carrier. Just not a whole lot of room right there on the front. UMass does a good job of controlling the line of scrimmage. Jalen Stewart sticks his nose in there, sets a firm edge. Jarrell Johnson, another firm edge, and then able to come up and make a firm tackle.
Gavin Williams is in the backfield, and Williams on the Wildcat. The ball is loose, and it's scooped up by UMass at the 45. The second turnover by Northern Illinois. Donovan Dyson comes away with the football for the Minutemen defense. They had only 3 takeaways on the year in 5 games, 2 in the first half from Northern Illinois.
And they had the 4th down stop, so you kind of look at it like 3. But you wonder how much of this has to do with Ontario Brown being the primary Wildcat runner, and when you put somebody else in, how many reps does he get at practice that allows them the continuity and being able to hand the ball off? Because a running back, you don't hand the ball off. Primarily, it's obviously the quarterback, but another big play by UMass's defense and gives them the ball here on the 45-yard line.
4 turnovers last week in the loss at NC State by Northern Illinois. 2 already against UMass at home. So from the 45, Hester with a good second push. Falls down across the 50. Jaden Dolphin finally brings down C.J. Hester, the sophomore from Cincinnati, who spent his freshman year at Western Michigan. He missed their win, the Central Connecticut State game, with an injury, so part of the rotating running backs for UMass, but they're fortunate Hester was able to go today.
Absolutely. They're kind of down their last couple guys, but that was just a really big physical run inside zone by him. He ran the Jaden Dolphin after about 2 yards and pushed through for about 5.
Ovechon hands again on 2nd and 5, this time only a yard for C.J. Hester.
So what UMass is doing right here is they're going fly motion, which they're bringing the receiver back across the formation behind the quarterback. It gives it a run pass option. Is he going to hand it? Is he going to throw it to the guy in the flat? Puts eyes from the second level defenders on him, and then they bring the tight end back across the formation. So there's a lot of moving parts on the UMass offense. They got to see how well the Northern Illinois defense is able to track new gaps.
And potentially 4 down territory for UMass. Basic 3rd and 4. Four wide for Pumachon, the 6th-year senior. going to think about this one first.
2-minute timeout.
So 3rd and 4 for the UMass Minutemen when we come back. A surprising 10-7 lead for the Minutemen.
We're seeing customers come in every single day, pros that are using battery equipment.
Making the switch to battery was one of the best decisions that we made as a company.
This is where the world is headed. It's better to be ahead of it now than get on it later.
Built for you. Built for work. Right now, buy 2 AP300S batteries and get a 3rd AP300S for free. Real steel. Find yours.
Great days start with great underwear, and Tommy John makes the greatest. We know that when you're free from distractions, anything is possible. That's why everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear that feels even softer than it looks. When you wake up to Tommy John, each day feels better than the last because greatness is in our very fabric. Go to TommyJohn.com now for 25% off your first order.
This is the story of the one who doesn't just see a broken dock. He sees lost revenue, a late night, and work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has the experience to handle whatever comes his way and has Grainger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scale to deliver fast, so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Look at this silly little sailboat. These men of means with their silver spoons eating up the financial favors of the 1%. What would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash, unlimited deposit bonuses, and handsome retirement matching? They would descend into chaos, merciless chaos.
Coming up, the Ram Trucks halftime report. Adam Zucker, Rick Neuheisel, Brian Jones, and Aaron Taylor will break down this game and get you caught up on other games around the country. It's all coming up on the Ram Trucks halftime report as we take a look at the AP Top 10 powered by Ram Trucks. And already a big one in the top 10 as Missouri trails Texas A&M 24-0. Missouri's next trip will be to Amherst, Massachusetts. Yes, Missouri is going to play at UMass. They come back out of the 2-minute timeout with a 3rd and 4.
They got single coverage backside and Jacoby Keeney-James. This might be an opportunity to take a shot.
Omachon sends Mazzotti in motion. Handoff. Big hole for Hester. UMass converts again on 3rd down. They're now 4 for 7 on 3rd down in the first half against one of the top 3rd down defenses in the country.
Again, they're just going two wide 3 techniques. When you get that, you've got really good matchups inside to run the ball, and they motion the tight end in, Dom Mazzotti. They run that little split belly look that they've been running all game for success on a 1st down.
Off the 2nd Northern Illinois turnover of the game. Omachon on the roll. Tosses to the edge. It's Harding again. Harding right near the 1st down as T.Y. Harding has his 2nd catch. Knighton on the tackle. Harding will be short. UMass is quickly to the line. Omachon hands off. Hester gets a push, picks up the 1st down to the Northern Illinois 29. Clock stops temporarily on the 1st down inside of 2 minutes.
Well, here's something to think about, too, if you're UMass. You've got a minute 10 left. You got 2 timeouts. You look at Northern Illinois, they have 2 timeouts as well. So let's take our time here. 1st down stops the clock. You've got 2 timeouts. You've got 29 yards to go. So let's just play smart here. You want to give the ball back to Northern Illinois with either limited amount of time or take this ball and score it before the half.
But inconsistency in the kicking game. UMass does have the wind right now, so you're looking at what will be a 46-yarder from here. That's questionable for Lurie. So Hester gives him a better shot as he takes it inside the 19. That's a gain of 11 by C.J. Hester in another good push from UMass up front.
That offensive line's doing a really good job, and what this zone read does, it allows them to get an extra lineman up to the 2nd level because they're not blocking a down guy. The down guy gets hold by the zone read from Tyson Pumachan.
63 rushing yards in the 1st half for Hester. Pumachan is chased on first down. On the roll, he has room to run on the edge and dances out of bounds, stopping the clock with 21 seconds as Roy Williams chases him out of bounds. But a good play by Pumachan to get positive yardage and get out of bounds. And now you, with 2 timeouts, plenty of opportunities for you, man.
That's a great job by him getting out of bounds here. Because if not, they got to use a timeout. So again, you got 2nd and short. They go get a first down. The clock stops, and then you've got a couple opportunities to throw the ball into the end zone or run it with 2 timeouts left on the clock.
Pumachan, the 6th-year senior from Bridgeport, Connecticut. Here come the Huskies. Pumachan stands, delivers, and it is incomplete. Contact at the goal line. The pass intended for Mazzotti, but it's incomplete. Still 18 seconds left.
Yeah, they got plenty of time right here. Obviously, this is a big 3rd down to convert. Northern Illinois goes double edge pressure. He's got one-on-one with Dom Mazzotti on a quick glance, little easy, get vertical, break it inside. Good throw by Tyson Pumachan, and Dom was looking back like he was thinking he was going to get a penalty right there, and I don't blame him. A little bit of tug, but the ref in the back didn't see it.
Santana Banner in coverage.
There's no timeout on the field. There's no timeout on the field.
There is no timeout on the field. That's what the referee, Matt Pikowski, was telling. They did reset the play clock, but both teams, especially Northern Illinois, said at the sidelines, they thought there was a timeout, but there was not. So they had to get the ball spotted correctly prior to this 3rd down, but no timeout. So plenty of time on the play clock here for Pumachan. On 3rd down in the red zone, Pumachan steps up, takes off again, gets inside the 10. He's short of the first down. Clock ticks to 11 seconds. 9 seconds now. UMass has to use a timeout to stop it at 9. There's an injured Husky down on the play. UMass does use a timeout. We'll double check the timing on that. There may be a second or two added. And when UMass got that timeout, you've got 1 timeout, but importantly, I mean, it's 4th down, so you're likely bring the kicking unit on, but we'll see what they do clockwise. Probably a couple seconds going to be put back on.
Yeah, interesting decision to call the timeout here. If you're going to kick a field goal, you're just going to let that clock run all the way down and call a timeout. 3 seconds left to go kick the field goal. So this makes me wonder, did they try to go for it here on 4th down? Do they try to trot Northern Illinois offsides? Because if you get a first down, boom, you get up there, clock stops, spike it right away. They're going to call 2. Nope, kicking unit's coming on.
So Lurie on for his 2nd field goal attempt. 7 for 13 on the season. Spent 2 years at Vanderbilt, but never saw the field. That was after 1 year at Division III Case Western in Cleveland. Ron Brown talked a lot this week about instilling confidence in his kicker. And here's Lurie from 27 yards, and that is easily good. And with 6 seconds left in the first half, the UMass Minutemen have their 2nd field goal. It comes off the fumble by Northern Illinois. UMass a 13-7 lead on the Huskies. 10 points off turnovers now for the UMass Minutemen. They have flipped the script on Northern Illinois. Again, 4 turnovers last week in the loss at NC State, 2 in the first half by Northern Illinois, and that is directly led to the 13-7 lead for a 1-win UMass team on the road. Go back to 2019, only 2 road wins since 2019 for UMass. They were both last year, including the Army win.
When you look at how the game went against Miami last week, they had an opportunity to win. They went down the field, kicked a field goal, kind of same situation as this. There was 40 seconds left on the clock. Miami goes all the way down the field, kicks a field goal, takes it to the overtime, and then UMass missed the field goal in overtime. But at the end of that game, they had opportunities to keep ball carriers in bounds on the defensive side of the ball. And obviously, these guys were getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. But Don Brown talked about it. If we keep these guys in bounds, the opportunity to kick the field goal there at the end of the game is gone. So they played tough. Obviously, they won 2 weeks ago. Last week, the game against Miami was tough, but they largely were in it in a position with under 40 seconds left to win the game.
Worth repeating again, UMass, it's a MAC-heavy schedule. They will be in the MAC next year, but this is an independent UMass team on the road against The Huskies from the MAC, only the third meeting between these two. Northern Illinois dominated UMass in the previous meetings. Alogi's kickoff out the back of the end zone with the win. There'll be a touchback to the 25 with 6 seconds for Northern Illinois. Be surprised if Northern Illinois tries anything here with 6 seconds left after you've turned it over twice in the first half.
Absolutely. Take a knee, walk into the locker room, see how everybody on the team's doing, and just make some halftime adjustments. They're still in this game. They're going to get the ball coming out after halftime. So they get the ball right here and then obviously coming right out. So they'll be able to script some stuff up coming out of halftime based on how the first half went and hopefully get down the field, score a touchdown.
The big halftime question is the health of Ontario Brown, who limped off the field prior to that fumble. Hampton takes a knee. So Northern Illinois, who lost at home to Buffalo in their MAC opener in overtime against independent UMass, trails 13-7. That is the end of the first half. UMass on top on the road in DeKalb, Illinois. After the break, it's Adam Zucker and the crew in New York. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, built by the Home Depot.
Today, a college football doubleheader. First, Navy takes on Air Force. Then it's big time with a showdown at the Horseshoe between Iowa and third-ranked Ohio State. Today on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
These men of means with their silver spoons, what would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash? They would descend into chaos.
Talk is not cheap. With the Text Now app, the whole family gets free nationwide calls and texts. Free, like literally $0 a month. And when I need data, I can add a plan that works for me. Text Now is my new way to phone. Download now.
Step into the world of Goriana, where every hour is golden hour. Created where the sun meets the sea. Yours to layer, yours to make your own, yours to share with others. Jewelry you'll love. Goriana. Find us in-store and online.
Captivating Toyota Crown family. Toyota, let's go places.
Chip and I understand that when it comes to renovation, there are so many decisions that go into a single project, especially when it comes to your home's exterior. That's why I curated a beautiful collection of siding products with James Hardie to help make it easier to transform your home's exterior, creating a look you'll love with products that will last. Explore our Magnolia Home James Hardie collection at jameshardie.com.
You know what's brilliant? Boring. Think about it. Boring is the unsung catalyst for bold.
What straps gold to a rocket and hurtles it into space? Boring does.
Boring makes vacations happen.
Early retirement's possible.
And startups start up.
Because it's smart, dependable, and steady. All words you want from your bank.
For nearly 160 years, PNC Bank has been brilliantly boring, so you can be happily fulfilled. Which is pretty unboring if you think about it.
You are watching the Ram Trucks Halftime Report on CBS Sports Network.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Ram Trucks Halftime Report. Adam Zucker alongside Aaron Taylor, Rick Neuheisel, and Brian Jones. Coming up later today, it is big time on CBS as a pair of classic Big Ten rivals prepare for a battle at the shoe.
Gonna be 60 minutes of it. You gotta go out there and get after their ass.
You envision yourself playing in hostile environments and big games. Those are the ones that you look forward to most.
I'm not the type of person that want to beat the top dogs. I don't want to be with them. Always a thing for me to show what I got against the best people in the country.
This is a challenge for all of us. This is a very good team. They play physical, and we're going to get challenged in a lot of areas. And this is challenging our whole building.
Out and clear! Free word!
Oh, yeah. We are getting set for Iowa and Ohio State coming up at 3:30 Eastern. Our coverage following Navy and Air Force on CBS. Biggest test Ohio State's had so far this year.
It definitely will be for their rush defense, who's playing lights out, one of the best in the land. I think they're ranked second nationally. But this is a rudimentary scheme they're going to be facing. But Caleb Johnson at running back, there is nothing elementary about him, man. They are fabulous to watch in their zone stretch scheme, and he runs it with precision.
When you think Big Ten, you think this kind of game. Trench, tug of war, right? Bo and Woody would have loved this game, I promise you. You got two top 15 rush offenses against two top 4 rush defenses. So the throw game's going to have to figure out. I'm anxious to see how Will Howard responds to that.
It's going to be interesting to see. He's certainly got better weapons on the outside edge. So a key for Iowa today, fellas, is how can they push the ball down the field vertically?
They can't.
Their offensive line is tremendous, but if you can get an extra hat with a safety down there, it's going to be hard. Tough road to hoe for those Hawkeyes.
But both offenses are better.
Well, they are better. Iowa's scoring more points. I think 15 more than they did the last couple of years. Same with Ohio State. But your point, they can't push the ball down the field. That's why this offense is still not one that we're excited about.
All right. Iowa came alive last week against Minnesota last time.
Can they, Coach?
Stand up for him, Adam.
Can they?
I can't.
No.
A big day still to come here on CBS Sports Network. Following UMass in Northern Illinois, it's Temple and UConn. And then tonight, Hawaii visits San Diego State. The guys are on the clock when the Ram Trucks halftime report continues.
Are you ready to rise to the challenge, to push boundaries, to dig deep?
We're ready to take it to the next level.
Are you ready to lead?
Go UMass!
Are you ready to transform? Not just yourself, but the world around you.
We're ready.
Are you ready to revolutionize?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready.
Go UMass! Say less, play more. Say less, play more. Say less. Let's go. Silence the critics, the haters, the cynics. No time for the talk. No time for the gimmicks. Feel at the top and ready to blow up with the flag in the air. We ready to go. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? It's a phenomenon. They just go on and on. Talk is so blah, blah, blah. Matches be silent now. Say less, play more. Say less, play more.
We're detectives too, you know, in case you hadn't noticed.
Okay, let's see what you're made of.
You push from the inside, I'll push from the outside.
Find a clever way of doing it and get it done.
This is what we've been looking for.
I need more.
IAD confirmed.
These guys are clever. Many more will die before you stop them.
Great to see a woman in the job.
Who's that?
It's our fight, and we will win.
Struggling with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio, offering 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio pen. Infusion and serious allergic reactions can happen during or after treatment. Entyvio may increase risk of infection, which can be serious. PML, a rare, potentially fatal brain infection, cannot be ruled out. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, sores, or are prone to infections. Liver problems can occur. Entyvio, relief, remission for real.
Entyvio, Entyvio, Entyvio.
Ooh, that's Michelle Lee West. She's a force on the golf course, and I help her make every shot that she takes the best one possible. I guess I'm a lot like Mizuho, in the same way they help their clients succeed. And like me, Mizuho provides tailored solutions to make a real impact. Everything from investment banking to equities and fixed income, derivatives, and so much more. It's a partnership as beautiful as that birdie. Mizuho Americas, a name worth knowing.
On a Longing, Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Ramon, what are you doing here? Texting another conference now.
Yeah, but it's like on the other side of the country. It's really, really far.
But you're not even on our schedule this season.
Maybe we can meet you in the playoffs.
That's crazy talk.
You know what else is crazy? Getting all that Dr. Pepper flavor with 0 sugar.
But Dr. Pepper doesn't have a questionable secondary like Tech does.
Here, catch!
And And that's why you're a mascot.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
All right, welcome back. It is time now for our 4 in 4. The guys are on the clock trying to answer 4 of college football's burning questions in 4 minutes. Let's start in that football hotbed known as Bloomington, Indiana. The Hoosiers are 5-0 for the first time since 1967 and are outscoring their opponents by almost 36 points per game. So, BJ, with just 2 ranked teams remaining on their schedule, is Indiana a serious contender for the Big Ten championship?
Heck yeah, you knew that coming in this season when those Fighting Signetti brought all those guys from JMU that quickly allowed him to lay down the groundwork for his culture. That's why they're sitting here unscathed at this point. Last week was excellent to watch, overcoming mistakes and still getting a victory.
As high as I am on Kurt Signetti, I still need to see a little bit more. They've got Washington and Nebraska before Michigan and Ohio State. Let's pump the brakes just a bit, even though I think he's on fire as a head coach.
The hardest team to beat is a team that's comfortable. They are flying high on the confidence level. One of 4 teams that hasn't trailed this year is Rick. So to your point, what happens when they get tested with adversity? Do they fold or do they rise to the occasion? I think they rise and have a shot.
All right, don't get too comfortable yourselves
So
here.
2 yeses and 1 no.
We're going to Colorado now, where Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter have Buffalo fans believing they are a Big 12 contender at 4-1 overall and 2-0 in conference. Rick, is Deion's team a true contender for the Big 12 crown?
Why not? I mean, this team has gotten better defensively. That was a yeoman effort last week against UCF. Expect more of the same. And Shedeur Sanders is a bona fide first-rounder. He stands in pocket in the face of right shrapnel coming at him.
In the face.
And throws the ball beautifully. I'm buying Colorado.
I think it's possible, but unlikely. They're only beating teams by an average of 8 points, only rushing for 80 yards a game, giving up too many sacks. You need no line to do that. They don't get it done.
Way too many sacks, and you're right. They're not rushing the rock for a ton. So I'm going to say no.
No.
I believe, but if they can continue to do what they've been doing lately, yeah.
2-minute warning. Our next topic may require some more math. Boise State's Ashton Ginty has 845 rushing yards in just 4 games and is on pace for over 2,700 yards, which would top Barry Sanders' single-season record of 2,628, but they didn't count the bowl game. He played in fewer games and all that. Aaron, will Ginty break the 36-year-old record?
I think he's got a really good shot, man. I'll tell you, I hope he does, because I've been trying to tell anybody listen for 2 years, this is the best running back in the country. Very different style than Barry. Barry made people miss Ginty running through people, but, man, his season he's having is outstanding.
I don't remember you saying anything about Ashton Ginty. Anyway, no, he's not going to break it, but you're correct, A.T. He is the best thing going right now. He is a fabulous power speed back.
I'm going to say yes. I think they're going to actually start giving it to him more, and he breaks tackles like nobody's business. If you haven't seen him, Google it. He does it.
Amen, Signetti. All right, good timing so far for our final topic. We reflect back on that epic matchup between the Georgia Bulldogs and the Alabama Crimson Tide a week ago, which had the look and feel of a championship game. Certainly we could get a rematch in the SEC title game, BJ, but really,
I don't want to see that again. I'd rather see some Longhorns in that SEC championship game, right? No, I wouldn't be surprised if we've got a redux of that. That was tremendous football.
I think we'll see them again play each other, but it'll be in the playoff. I think the SEC championship game with Tennessee, Texas, and Missouri still players, unlikely there.
Yeah, and that's the Tennessee-Texas team that Georgia still has to play. I think they get at least another loss. That'll keep them out. But to your point, they'll probably be in that 5-hole with the 12 team when it first comes out.
A redux, huh? Redo?
Oh, no, we don't know what to do with all this extra time.
Oh, we got some extra
time.
Ashton Ginty.
Listen, America.
Offenses he's got to, defenses he's got to face.
We're good. We don't need a redux on anything here. That'll do it from New York. Thank you for watching.
I got
we'll get you back out to the Cobb after this.
This has been the Ram Trucks Halftime Report. Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Restoration is more than walls. It's more than paint. It's more than cleaning. That's the thing we'll never forget. For Belfour, it's your memories. It's your life's passion. It's your home. Belfour, restoring more than property.
With Chime, I get to decide when I get paid. It's kind of crazy. We can't choose what we get paid. Chime changed that for me. My pay lets me get up to $500 of my pay when I need it. There's no interest, no credit checks, no mandatory fees. My pay gives me the freedom to handle anything that life brings. I have big goals, and I'm not waiting for payday anymore. And you shouldn't either. That's why I Chime. Join me at chime.com and get paid when you say.
You just got text now. The only phone service with unlimited talk and text plus data for essential apps, all for free.
It's magic. It's not magic. Text Now saves you money. Download now.
Goriana, jewelry you'll love. Find us in-store and online.
I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well. It's a little pill with a big story to tell. I take once daily Jardiance at each day's start. As time went on, it was easy to see I'm lowering my A1C.
Jardiance works 24/7 in your body to flush out some sugar. And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects may include ketoacidosis that may be fatal, dehydration that can lead to sudden worsening of kidney function, and genital yeast or urinary tract infections. A rare life-threatening bacterial infection in the skin of the perineum could occur. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of this infection, ketoacidosis, or an allergic reaction. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have symptoms of infection in your legs or feet. Taking Jardiance with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar.
Jardiance is really swell, the little pill with the big story to tell.
Okay, trainees, let's work on our fast and friendly claim service.
Eyes on the phone now.
Look alive, Drew.
Your repairs have been scheduled.
Nice.
Yes, you'll get a rental car on site.
Heads up. Oh, I'm gonna turn this down to an 8. My bad.
We can do this all day. Geico claim service is 24/7. Nice catch.
Your claim has been approved. Your claim has been approved.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
Halftime in DeKalb, Illinois, and the Northern Illinois Huskies are worried because UMass, who comes in with only one win on the season, has 2 defensive takeaways into 10 points, 13-7. UMass on Northern Illinois.
Misty?
You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool? Give him Temptations treats.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it's there for Marcus. Even though he lost his job, he's not worried about finding a new health plan anymore. And Keisha, she turned 26 and went off her parents' insurance. So she found new, affordable coverage. And for the Moore family, when they lost Medicaid, they found a new plan that fits their budget. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov, where millions have found the coverage they need.
This is a story about the one who keeps it all moving. He is measured, precise. He thinks ahead, stocks the right parts, and knows just where to find them. Because for the one, this facility is about more than business. The industrial-grade products you need delivered fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Self can securely report your positive rent payments to all 3 credit bureaus for free. Quicker than it takes your landlord to finally get around to fixing that leaky ceiling. Rebuild your credit score with positive payment history for free. With Self.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. With exclusive savings just for Prime members, you'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Silence the critics, the haters, the cynics. No time for the talk, no time for the gimmicks. Feel at the top and ready to blow with the flag in the air. We ready to go. It's gonna be caught for a touchdown. Are you kidding me? It's a phenomenon. They just go on and on. Talk is so blah blah blah. Matches be solid now. Say less, play more.
Tomorrow, I'll be making a difference in the classroom. Tonight, I'll be making memories with the dance team.
I'm expressing myself with my poetry and with my hands.
I'm providing for my patients and for my community.
At NIU, you'll go places as unique as you, with the resources and support to get you there. Join us and start writing your story today.
Sports Network built by the Home Depot. From the home of the Huskies, DeKalb, Illinois, UMass has a surprising 13-7 lead on Northern Illinois as we await the start of the third quarter. Carter Blackburn with Luke Kuechly. And Luke, you told us before this one, all right, if Northern Illinois doesn't turn the football over, they can beat anybody. Problem is 2 turnovers in the first half.
Well, absolutely. Both of them happened on the plus side of the field. The first one was the long ball. Ethan Hampton just got to get it out a little bit more in front of him. And on the second one, just fumble on the Wildcat formation right there. But to start the game, really good start by Northern Illinois. Get the fumble, first play touchdown, and after that, not a whole lot from them on the offensive side of the ball. And then T.Y. Harding on the long ball from Tyson Pumachan. Here's the interception. Just put it out in front of him, let him run underneath it, and then Wildcat fumble. And it's been a tough first half for Northern Illinois, but UMass has done a fantastic job.
Let's take a look at the first half stats brought to you by Kubota. Combined for 3 turnovers between them, but as you pointed out, Northern Illinois first offensive snap. That was a touchdown. Since then, they've been outscored 13-0 by UMass. So the numbers are all pretty good for the UMass Minutemen, who are seeking just their 3rd road win since 2019. Northern Illinois will take the opening kickoff of the second half, and we will keep a very close eye on Ontario Brown, who went down twice in that first half. The second time, and we have an official word right now from Northern Illinois that Ontario Brown will be out for the remainder of this game.
That's a big loss for them. Best player on their offense, and now you got to rely on Gavin Williams and Ethan Hampton. This is a great opportunity for him to come back after the first half. Understand he's going to be a big part of this offense moving forward and have other guys step up around him.
CJ Kaloji, we said the wind was going to factor into the kicking game. It's factored more into the ball being knocked off the tee by the wind than anything else on the kickoffs. Kaloji did have one go out of bounds, his 2nd kick out of bounds this year. This one with the wind is easily a touchback. Northern Illinois will get it at the 25. So as you alluded to, Luke, we saw for one series Josh Holst come in at quarterback for Northern Illinois, the redshirt freshman. Completed only 1 pass for 1 yard, but ran it well. But then back to Ethan Hampton, the redshirt junior from nearby Aurora Christian. Won the job in fall camp, but a total of 5 turnovers in the last 6 quarters by Ethan Hampton for Northern Illinois. 4 last week at NC State, and then the interception in the end zone in the first quarter. Without Ontario Brown, it's Gavin Williams. Williams with a tough run. Through contact, a gain of 11 before Teray Powell finally brings down Gavin Williams. That's a heck of a way to start the second half without Brown.
Well, I'll tell you what, they just go zone, and I'll tell you who makes the key block right here. It's the right tackle, Evan Buss. He's able to kind of turn back on that defensive end, trying to stun across his face. Really good play by him, closing that off, and then Gavin Williams getting inside there for a big game.
So Ontario Brown coming off 114 rushing yards against NC State, almost 3,000 in his career, but his day is done. Hampton on the edge. Lampe turns from a receiver into a blocker on the edge and clears the way for the scramble for 7 by Ethan Hampton.
So what they do right here is the first play touchdown looked very similar to this. They had a second level guy on a deep over, and then they just try to leak Brock Lampe into the flat. And good job by Ethan Hampton of not forcing anything. Nothing's available downfield. Let me use my legs and get 7-8 yards on first down.
Hampton's not a big running threat. Hampton had a total of 26 rushing yards coming into this game, and today Hampton has 52 rushing yards. Gavin Williams to the 45-yard line. Williams is running with a head of steam to begin the second half.
I tell you what, this is a really good play. They got numbers front side, so they pull backside guard JJ Lippy, and then John Champ front side guard, and they leave two guys outside, so they down block on the defensive end. First guard kicks out first color, second guard comes around, first guy inside, he blocks that guy. Great job, great execution by the offensive line.
And the only time Northern Illinois scored was when they got the ball at the 15-yard line off the UMass fumble. So a good-looking drive into UMass territory inside the 40-yard line as Williams gets 8 more on his third carry of this second half.
Gavin Williams, really good job of just sitting behind the offensive line, letting them to continue to make blocks. Really good block by JJ Lippy. Just continued to press. JJ Lippy gets in there, gets physical, pushes a guy downfield, and then Gavin Williams is able to slip inside him about 7-8 yards.
Now it's Jaylen Poe in the backfield, and the pistol look, shifting tight ends. It'll be Lampe at fullback. Hampton hands off to Jaylen Poe. Jaylen Poe with a nice cutback inside the 30-yard line. Move the chains. First down, Northern Illinois.
Absolutely. They just go unbalanced here, and they go load power. They pull the backside guard. Brock Lampe leads up inside, a real physical play. Backside guard pulls inside, and they're just able to get up to the second level. It's something that's hampered them earlier this season. If they're not able to get to the second level, these 4, 5, 6-yard runs turn into 2, 3-yard runs. So great job getting to the second level. Good power formation to continue to get the ball down the field.
Jalen Hudson is down for UMass. We'll step aside.
To the teachers, assistants, and support staff who see potential in every child, Grand Canyon University recognizes you. We created the National Center for Teacher Preparation at GCU, along with a generous scholarship, so you can become a licensed teacher with paid benefits. Over 100 GCU alumni have been recognized award recipients, including Superintendent, Administrator, and Teacher of the Year. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/parapro.
Tommy John is for men who value themselves and their comfort, who want fabrics that are lightweight, breathable, and insanely soft, with stay-put waistbands that adapt for the perfect fit. 360-degree stretch prevents ride-up and supports any move you make, and mind-blowing innovations like our Quick Draw Fly. We've also reinvented loungewear. Yeah, loungewear. You can trust our thousands of 5-star reviews, because Tommy John knows how comfortable you want to be.
Go to TommyJohn.com for 20% off your first order.
With Chime, I can get paid when I want. Why do we accept waiting 2 weeks for payday? I work hard every day, but I don't get paid every day. Because of Chime, I don't have to wait to get paid anymore. With my pay, I can get up to $500 of my pay on my schedule. There's no interest, no credit checks, no mandatory fees. I love being in control of my money, and for the first time, I can control my payday. And you can too. And that's why I Chime. Join me at Chime.com and get paid when you say.
Create a backyard that's out of this world. Right now, save $50 on the MS250 gas-powered chainsaw. Real steel. Find yours.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by The Home Depot. How doers get more done. And by Chili's 3 for Me. The best $10.99 you can eat.
Among the Northern Illinois greats, George Bork quarterbacked him to the College Division National Championship in 1963, the first player in NCAA history with over 3,000 passing yards in a season and a national championship for George Bork. Northern Illinois is trailing right now against UMass 13-7. This is a 5-play drive for the Huskies. All of them have been on the ground. Jaylen Poe behind Hampton on first down. Poe will take it. Big hole opens up the middle inside the 25-yard line to the 22. Northern Illinois is averaging almost 7 yards per rush in this game.
Well, they've done a great job. Brock Lampe, great block right here. So he comes back across the formation. He kicks the defensive end out, which leaves a huge gap on the edge of that defense. Jaylen Poe stuttered his feet inside, saw that backside cutback, put his foot in the ground and got 8.
It was Jalen Stewart who was injured for UMass just prior to that break. So Stewart is on the sideline right now. 23 tackles coming in. Another stretch. Touchdown, Northern Illinois, as Jaylen Poe takes it in. The second touchdown of his freshman season. And Northern Illinois is an extra point away from regaining the lead on UMass.
Again, they go double guard pull, so both the guards pull front side to leave the outside 2 defenders. The guy that makes the big block on this play is J.J. Lippy right here at the end. He gets 2. Jaylen Poe's able to stretch it outside, allow that block to open up, puts his foot in the ground, gets vertical. Great cut, great play design. They came back to a play that worked earlier on the drive.
Cannon Woodall for the extra point to give Northern Illinois the lead. It is off the upright and no good. We are still tied at 13. A missed extra point leaves us even again at 13 between UMass and Northern Illinois.
Tell me what you want from this.
I want to be a star. I want to solve this crime, but we can only do it with your help.
I want to be normal. This is the moment I've been waiting for.
Who knows where it will lead?
So what is it? Drugs, guns, gangs?
All of the above. I promised myself I wouldn't get dragged back in.
The killer is telling us the rules of the game.
You have got to be kidding me.
All right, everybody, here we go. It's time.
The countdown to...
It's time to add some extra steps to your day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. It's the easiest exercise you will ever do.
Ellipse fits perfectly under my desk, and it is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs. Increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance. Plus, stimulate healthy circulation.
Non-attorney spokesperson. This is a paid advertisement for legal services sponsored by Nightline Legal. Cases assigned on a random basis to participating law firms.
Attention parents. If your child was born premature and later diagnosed with necrotizing enterocolitis, also known as NEC, call right now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. Certain types of baby formulas have been linked to an increased risk of newborns developing NEC.
Call 800-635-9884. That's 800-635-9884.
Circulation.
We don't oftentimes break down an extra point, but this one, Luke Kuechly, worth another look.
I'll tell you what, I mean, the operation of this play looks pretty good. Snaps good, ball gets down, spins the laces away, and just kind of pulls it right there. It didn't look like, it's not super windy right now. If he just pulled it a little bit there, keeps the game tied, and that kind of changes how you call the game moving forward a little bit. I mean, if it's 14-13, Northern Illinois goes down and scores another touchdown. Now they're up 8. Now you're thinking about, hey, do we got to go for 2? What's that situation look like? But now the pressure comes back off UMass again, and now it's a tie game. Just kind of continue to play ball like you did all game.
Well, Cannon Woodall has now had 2 blocked, including an overtime versus Buffalo in that home loss, and now a missed extra point that was going to give Northern Illinois the lead. Austin Bullock is the kickoff specialist for Northern Illinois. Fair caught by Jaquan Gibson, so that will bring it out to the 25-yard line for UMass. Northern Illinois has abandoned the pass. The last 16 plays on offense have all been rushes, including all 7 on that touchdown drive.
I'll tell you what, they had a ton of success doing it, and they didn't do anything fancy. It was split zone, bringing Brock Lampe back across the formation. I'll tell you what, Jaylen Poe did a great job of being patient that whole drive, letting his blockers develop, and then that last play right there, they just pulled their big inside guards and did a great job of kicking out, and they ran that play previously on the drive and had success, and they went right back to it.
UMass a chance to take the lead again. Their first possession of the second half. Pumachan on the roll. Tyson Pumachan complete on the edge. It's Keeney James with his first catch. The big play receiver, Jacoby Keeney James, picks up 7 there. So Tyson Pumachan through the air and on the ground. He's the leading rusher for UMass. They ran him 8 times in the first half. The big play was the 10-yard touchdown to T.Y. Harding. Pumachan also sacked twice in that first half. Hester with the carry, gets the first down. Furman makes the stop.
Just a big physical run right there by C.J. Hester. Wasn't blocked, great inside. Jaylen lay, tried to get back across the formation, but kind of got trapped inside. Just a big physical run by C.J. Hester to keep the sticks moving.
Pumachan has that fumble on his resume today on the second offensive snap by UMass when they gave Northern Illinois the ball at the 15-yard line. Huskies scored on their first offensive snap of the game. Pumachan fakes the handoff. Nowhere to go with the football. He will take the sack at the 34-yard line. Roy Williams has the 3rd sack by the Northern Illinois defense. Williams, 2nd of the day.
Roy Williams, great job of continuing the work on the outside to get the sack, but Tyson Pumachan had an opportunity right there to get the ball to Jaquan Gibson. They ran a big inside dagger concept, 2nd level in cut towards the middle of the field. Right on the hash, he sat down, get a big friendly target to Tyson Pumachan, but the rush just got there just in time before he was able to let that ball go.
Williams credited with half a sack with Cade Haberman as well, so he has 2.5 sacks today. And Pumachan is the most sacked quarterback in major college football this year. Leaves that one high and incomplete. Intended for Gibson. Knighton lays a good lick on Jaquan Gibson as well.
Absolutely. They're just trying to get back on track. Corner's playing a little bit off. They're going to try to throw a speed out. That's a timing throw. So based on where the defensive back ends up, it's a timing throw. So he puts his foot in the ground on the top of his drop and throws it to a spot. Looks like they were just a little bit off between the wide receiver and the quarterback.
Pumachan now moves past Shedeur Sanders on that ominous list. Sacked 19 times and facing 3rd and 13. Pumachan, the former Clemson quarterback, Georgia Tech quarterback, 2nd year at UMass. Pumachan rolls out of the pocket. He wants to tuck it. He's across the line of scrimmage. Stays in. No, he stepped out. Stepped out right around the 40-yard line. Well short of the first down. Officially, they mark him out at the 41. So nowhere to go with the football downfield. Good contained by Northern Illinois.
Absolutely. Just rush 4 up front and drop into cover 3. Tyson Pumachan does a good job of not forcing anything. And I'll tell you what, Carter, he has been very difficult for these guys to get down on the ground. And we've got a late flag here.
Way after the play.
Uh-oh, it looks like it's on NIU. They're pointing at him. It's going to keep the drive rolling.
Here's Matt Bukowski.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike conduct. On the defense, number 8. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down. That's number 8's first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
What a terrible penalty against Northern Illinois. You had him 3 and out. And that's Devontae O'Malley, who's one of the leaders of your defense, getting unsportsmanlike conduct to give UMass an automatic first down.
Yeah, and you're off the field. I mean, he's probably not even on the punt team, big D tackle. He's played 49 games and started 37 of them. So he hit the guy in the head here. Is this just, I mean, we're seeing it again.
Pumachan pulls it. Northern Illinois bit on the fake to Hester. Pumachan goes down awkwardly at the 35 after a gain of 9. Ivan Davis has the tackle, but Pumachan, who had the knee injury that cost him 3 games last year in spring ball, that was an...
Well, you know, you talk about his career. He spent 3 years at Clemson, backed up Trevor Lawrence, and was at Georgia Tech, and then, like you said, knee injury last year, so he's in his 6th year of eligibility. He's been just about every spot in every situation in the game.
on 2nd and 1. The give is to Hester, has enough push for a first down. UMass was done after a 3 and out. Then the unsportsmanlike conduct against O'Malley. Let's take a look again at what happened after the play. That shove by O'Malley apparently gets it.
I don't know if there's anything under, if they're talking back and forth. Yeah, they're talking about, that's all I did. He said, coach, that's all I did. And then Thomas Hammocks is like, I don't care, just get off the field. I mean, I don't think what O'Malley did was egregious by any means, but at some point you just got to get back to the sideline. You did your job, you got off the field, go sit on the bench and drink some Gatorade.
8th play of the UMass drive. Bomachon just has to dump it out of bounds. Ivan Davis in pressure.
I wonder if they're going to talk about it if he was outside of the tackle box. If he's outside of the tackle box, he's good, but if he was inside of it, it might be grounding.
That's going to be close.
Yeah, because it was on the right hash, and he's see what they end up doing here.
It's going to be this is a long discussion. Again, if he's inside the tackle box, you have grounding.
Quarterback was outside the tackle box.
There you go. No further explanation needed.
That's all you need is outside the tackle box. We'll agree with him on that one.
No grounding.
But this is where they've been. This is where they've been good the last couple drives of just getting it to third manageable. So quick game, get them out on the perimeter, run the ball, make it 3rd and short, give yourself a chance on 3rd down.
Bomachon hands again. Hester tries the cutback, nothing doing. He falls forward maybe a yard on 2nd and 10.
Ivan Davis did a great job here of just getting initial penetration inside, causing that ball to bubble a little bit, and then the rest of the defense got there. Ivan Davis slips off. He won inside early, was able to keep his feet, and then Pierce Opong came in and just cleaned it up. That's a great job of playing physical at the point of the attack outside, forcing that ball back inside, and then all the pursuit comes to the ball.
Northern Illinois had him stopped once, and then the penalty allowed UMass to continue the drive. Now can the Huskies stop him again on 3rd down? Potentially a long field goal with the wind. They can't convert. Bomachon, check down. That's Hester out of the backfield with room ahead of him. He is knocked out of bounds around the 25, about 3 yards short. Jaylen Profit comes up to make the stop on CJ Hester. Mark him out at the 25. Would be a 42-yard field goal from here. And for now, the offense is staying on the field for UMass.
Tell you what, really good tackle by Jaylen Profit right there. There's a ton of space out wide. CJ Hester's had a great game so far, but he used angles in the sideline to his advantage. And now if you're NIU, you got to be careful for hard count right here. Inside of 5 yards, alert the hard count.
Already one penalty extending a drive. Bomachon snaps it and rolls on 1st down. Bomachon tosses and it is incomplete. No flags. The Huskies get the stop.
They just
Valcarcel there in coverage.
Again, that's the 2nd time we've called his play on a big 3rd down, big 4th down. Great play by him.
So Northern Illinois holds, but we are still tied. 13-all.
What is going on?
People love how the new Homes.com helps them get quick answers about any property by connecting them to the actual listing agent.
Oh, so I'm done?
Oh, no. We're still not sure everyone knows that we're the only site that always connects you to the listing agent rather than selling off your contact info. So we're going to keep you up there a little while longer.
Okay, yeah, I'm getting great exposure. Speaking of exposure, can we get him a hat?
Ooh, what about a beret?
Oh. Ding dong.
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
When it comes to corporate and investment banks, it's important to have a partner who can navigate diverse landscapes. From industries on the rise to the places worth preserving. With expertise across the U.S., Canada, and Latin America, Mizuho connects local markets to a vast global network, meaning we put 150 years of experience exactly where you need it. Mizuho Americas, a name worth knowing.
This is the story of the one. The one knows that when the big game is days away, the unexpected can put everything on the line. But with a solid game plan and a teammate like Granger that she can rely on to deliver the product she needs when she needs it, she's confident that she will always win the day. and her team will do the same. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Jersey Mike's freshly slices it right in front of you. The authentic Jersey way. You can't fake that. And look, you can fake a lot of stuff these days. You can fake my outfit, but you can't fake freshly sliced turkey. You can fake these haunches, but you can't fake freshly sizzled bacon. Nay, you just can't fake a freshly sliced Jersey sub. It's nice to be back in my real body. Number 13, please. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Even at 13 between UMass and Northern Illinois. Luke, take us through that fourth down.
Hey, they got an unbalanced look right here. They've got the edge. As Tyson Pumachan gets outside wide, they've got a good play design. They got Sterling Galvin. Throw it right now. He gets up. Pumachan gets up into the line of scrimmage and can't see that guy breaking out. They've got man coverage. Sterling Galvin is running away from leverage. The throw is there. Good play call. We just got to have a little bit more confidence that our guy's going to get out there and we can get it to him.
11 plays, 80 yards, no points for UMass. That is incomplete on a busted screen. Looks like Arsheen Giles got in there to break that one up. The fifth-year senior from Montclair, New Jersey. Spent 4 years at Sacred Heart FCS program. Breaks up the screen. Incomplete. That breaks the streak. They had run it on 16 straight plays until the incompletion on first down from Hampton.
That's a great play by Arsheen Giles. As an older guy, he knows exactly what that is. Once you get that read, go shoot your gun and make a play on the ball.
So back to the ground game. You're without Ontario Brown, but it has been a productive second half for Gavin Williams. Here comes a flag at the end of this one after an 8-yard run by Gavin Williams. Jaylen Stewart back in the game at middle linebacker for UMass. That's a very good sign for the Minutemen. He left during the last Northern Illinois drive.
The sideline warning on Northern Illinois. There's no yardage on that penalty. Be third down.
Cool. A lot of excitement on the NIU sideline on that big run right there. Just got to be careful we don't get too close to the field. Again, here they're going to go pull both guards. They're going to pull backside guard, frontside guard. They pull them front-side. They down block on the defensive end. Brock Lampe gets up to the second level, and then they're on the safety. And just great job by just trusting your offensive linemen, letting them get out in front of you. That's the third time they've run that play in the last 10, 15 plays and had a ton of success with it.
Heavy box, they run it anyway. Williams with a big block. Gets it out to the 45, and he was close to breaking that one. St. Gordon makes what could have been a touchdown-saving tackle. Everybody was up on the line for UMass, and Williams nearly got behind them all.
Hey, Brock Lampe's a guy that's had a ton of success early in this game. He caught the first touchdown pass again. Now he, instead of being a receiver, he's a blocker. Look at him in the backfield, offset to the front side. Watch him come back across the formation and get a big block on the defensive end. They run the ball right inside of him for a big gain.
Hampton will hand again. Williams this time on the left side. Another good push on the line will take him to the 49. I mean, this looks more like the Northern Illinois offense and ground and pound that Thomas Hammock's been more accustomed to during his time in Northern Illinois. They tried hitting him over the top early, but now you're sticking to a ground and pound for the Huskies.
Well, absolutely. That last drive was all runs. They had the play that was a pass, and then Ethan Hampton tucked it. But right here, it's been power football, getting guys in front of the running back. That was just power. They ran the insert play. They ran both guards outside. A lot of power, lead block, gap scheme football.
Jaylen Poe, the back on second down. Poe gets a couple again. Ontario Brown, the leading rusher and one of college football's best running backs, nearing 3,000 rushing yards in his career, is out with what looked like an ankle injury in the first half. We don't have the official word on the injury, but he is out per Northern Illinois for the rest of this game. So it'll be Gavin Williams and Jaylen Poe running behind the fullback Brock Lampe for now.
And I'll tell you what, these guys have stepped in and done a fantastic job. I mean, Gavin Williams, I'm sure, gets a ton of reps at practice. He gets his looks, he gets his footwork. But Jaylen Poe stepped in that last drive and did a really good job, and that's just a credit to these guys for getting prepared and being ready to go.
Hampton rolls on third down to the air. It is complete. First down, Northern Illinois. Giles makes the stop on Andrew McElroy, who had a 42-yard catch at NC State last week, the biggest play of the game for Northern Illinois a week ago.
Tell you what, Ethan Hampton, really good job here. Hey, it's a dash pass. We only need a couple yards. Once that guy uncovers and he gets open, just throw the ball and put it right on his chest.
The last 2 losses for Northern Illinois, 3 points to Buffalo in overtime, 7 points at NC State. So you're 2-2. But the 2 losses by a total of 10 points. Hampton hands off. Poe. Good push on first down inside the 40-yard line. This is looking like another of the one-score games for Northern Illinois. How about this number? Since 2016, Northern Illinois has played 58 one-score games, including 3 of their first 4 games this year, counting the win at Notre Dame.
Oh, just keep it exciting for us.
Why not? Well, UMass did their part. Right around 500 in those 58 one-score games. Hampton gives to Poe, trying to find the edge. He has another first down. Poe wraps up the football to make sure the Minutemen don't knock it loose. It's another first down on the ground for Northern Illinois.
Tell you what, this offensive line's playing really well today, and it's the same offensive line combination that they've had all year. And watch the left tackle, Evan Malcor. Just a really good job of just extending the edge. Yes, he had to cut it up inside. They had an edge on the perimeter of the defense for UMass, but these lateral seams that are created in this defense allows these running backs to put their foot in the ground and get vertical.
Malcor's a sophomore, but everybody else on that Northern Illinois offensive line is either a 5th-year or 6th-year senior. High snap, Hampton handles it, gives to Gavin Williams. On the right side, maybe 3 yards on first down for Williams. Tyler Martin, who came from Arizona with Don Brown, on the tackle.
All right, watch the linebackers here. Tyler Martin's just scraping, gets his head across, downhill, really good tackle. They pulled 3 guys from the front side of that formation. Tyler Martin had his eyes right where they needed to be on your offset back. Once you get backs across the formation, your gaps change up front. He's able to scrape from front side near the tight end to back side to the open side, make a great tackle. That's a good play by him.
This is the 10th play of the drive for Northern Illinois. 7 runs, 2 passes. They are running again into a loaded box. Williams, it's a couple and falls forward to give you a shot on third down. So, I mean, this is pretty tough for Northern Illinois. They're running right into a run-heavy defense by UMass. I mean, the Minutemen have everybody up close to the line of scrimmage, and Northern Illinois is still running it at them.
Yeah, they've got a lot of unbalance going on this drive, which changes aiming points for the defense. And speaking from perspective, where you align in an unbalance is very different than where you align in a normal set, and it changes your looks, it changes your reads. Everything looks different on the defensive side. It's a good job by NIU of switching it up.
Poe the back on 3rd and 4. Poe, nice cut. Poe has enough for a first down to the 21. Move the chains again on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a missed extra point is the difference right now in this game. We are tied at 13. That is the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching college football on CBS Sports Network, built by the Home Depot.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. Your wallet. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Look at this silly little sailboat. These men of means with their silver spoons eating up the financial favors of the 1%. What would become of them when they discover Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash, unlimited deposit bonuses, and handsome retirement matching? They would descend into chaos, merciless chaos.
We're detectives too, you know, in case you hadn't noticed.
Okay, let's see what you're made of.
You push from the inside, I'll push from the outside.
Find a clever way of doing it and get it done.
This is what we've been looking for.
I need more.
IED confirmed. Stop!
These guys are clever. Many more will die before you stop them.
Great to see a woman in the job.
Who's that?
It's our fight, and we will win.
I've seen the devil stalking me. I think the devil's been here.
Do you like scary movies?
Don't fall asleep. What is this place? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
I'm on the edge and I'm fighting for my life.
We don't get second chances, which is why we follow orders.
We're going in. Yeah.
Sometimes we gotta step in and protect people.
There you are.
There'll be some changes at Firehouse 51.
Something about him makes me nervous.
We need restraint, revenge.
Being able to help, you do a lot of good.
NBC's One Chicago. Watch on Peacock and on demand.
Are you being audited and do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes? Is the IRS threatening to take more of your money? Don't fight the IRS alone. The Tax Doctor is here to help you negotiate your tax bill and reduce your stress. If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, do not call the IRS alone. Call a tax doctor now for a tax emergency analysis.
Pound for Pound brought to you by Rogue Fitness. You go back to the last touchdown drive for Northern Illinois. 7 plays, 75 yards, all on the ground, as Northern Illinois has just pummeled UMass in the second half with the ground game. Look, you crunched the numbers yourself and came up with 124 rushing yards in the third quarter.
And it's just power football. Again, Brock Lampe in the backfield. He's going to take you to the football here.
Lampe the fullback, Jaylen Poe the tailback. And right behind, Lampe, cutback, Poe inside the 5. First and goal, Northern Illinois. Exactly as you diagnosed it, Luke, running behind Brock Lampe.
Again, hey, it all starts up front. It all starts up front. They are down blocking to the open side of the field with a ton of success. And then you watch the guard come back across, John Champ, and then my guy Brock Lampe. They're just playing physical football. You leave the end man on the line of scrimmage for the first puller. The second puller leads up inside. Good patience by the running back, and they're just wearing him down up front.
18-yard gain. Only one completed pass in the second half so far for Northern Illinois. First and goal from the 3. High snap, handled, Poe stretches, he's in, touchdown! Northern Illinois, Huskies on top to begin the 4th.
I'll tell you what, Jaylen Poe's patience sitting behind Brock Lampe, it's almost like he's like, hey, Brock, get in there, cover somebody up, I'm going to cut off you, and then he fought there at the end, fought through some traffic here in the end to go get through there.
Without their leader, Ontario Brown, Northern Illinois is getting it done on the ground anyway with Gavin Williams and now Jaylen Poe. 13 plays on the drive, 11 of them on the ground. The PAT is good this time by Woodill. So make it Huskies 20, Minutemen 13. The rushing touchdown from 3 yards out by Jaylen Poe. Northern Illinois dominating on the ground.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university based in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, is one of the largest universities in the country. Praised for its culture of community and impact, GCU integrates the free market system, a welcoming Christian worldview, and free and open discourse into more than 330 academic programs with over 270 online, including nursing, teaching, and technology. By joining GCU's community of nearly 93,000 online learners across the country, you'll have the support of your university counselor, who takes a personalized approach toward helping you achieve your goals. In addition to federal grants and aid, GCU's online students received nearly $140 million in institutional scholarships in 2023. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you may qualify for.
Great days start with great underwear, and Tommy John makes the greatest. We know that when you're free from distractions, anything is possible. That's why everything we make is meticulously crafted from breathable stretch fabric for the perfect fit, including our sleepwear that feels even softer than it looks. When you wake up to Tommy John, each day feels better than the last because greatness is in our very fabric. Go to TommyJohn.com now for 25% off your first order.
Why has America accepted the wait for payday? When life doesn't wait for you to get paid. Introducing MyPay from Chime, a revolutionary new way of getting your pay when you want. Get up to $500 of your pay before payday. No interest, no credit check, no mandatory fees. When any day is payday, it's a good day. Get paid when you say with MyPay. Get started at Chime.com.
13 plays, 11 of them on the ground. Northern Illinois has only thrown it twice for 5 yards in the second half, but they have the lead. Tomorrow morning at 8 Eastern on CBS Sports Network. Kick off your Sunday fun day with that other pregame show as our Tops team gets you ready for the whole slate of NFL action. Carter Blackburn, Luke Kuechly with our producer Tom Wicks, director Alana Campbell, our entire crew. Bringing you Northern Illinois and UMass. Second rushing touchdown for Jaylen Poe of the game. It's his first game of his career. He's a freshman, but Poe has his first 2 touchdown game. Had a touchdown earlier against Western Illinois. Kolodzi's kick will be a touchback. Rather, Bullock's kickoff will go back for a touchdown. It's UMass from the 25.
Well, this will be a huge drive for UMass right here. And they've had success running the ball with C.J. Hester and Tyson Pumachan. And right now it's, hey, slow down. It's only a 1-score game. Plenty of time left. Just slow the ball down. Let's get the running game going back again and get Tyson Pumachan on the edge where he has an opportunity to throw the ball or tuck it and run it.
Don Brown's second tenure as UMass head coach, his third time he's coached in Amherst, was also defensive coordinator when they were in FCS power. Pumachan pumps, tucks it, and now throws at the last second to Gibson on the edge, who gets across the 31. Pumachan with good awareness to see the line of scrimmage and managed to get it off to Gibson.
Hey, so what they do right here is they go 4-by-1, they fake it. They're trying to get a double move up top. The double move's not there, so Tyson Pumachan tucks it and runs, and then he's got extra receivers out there with the bubble. He just throws it out there and lets those guys go get a chunk on first down.
A fumble, the second play of the game for UMass. We have an official timeout. The officials may get together to confer as to whether Pumachan was past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so right here, Jaquan Gibson was covered up on this play, so he's not an eligible receiver. If it's a forward pass, this is an illegal play. If it's a backwards pass, it's considered a lateral, which is legal. But if it's a forward pass, Jaquan Gibson was covered on this play. He's not an eligible receiver.
Good eye. Here comes the flag.
Number 2 of the offense was on the line of scrimmage, and he was covered on the play. He caught the pass. Therefore, we have illegal touching on the offense. The 5-yard penalty, the first down.
That's a really good job by Coach Hammocks. He ran down the field. He knew exactly what was going on. He was very, very energized and said, hey, he can't throw it to him. And so what they're doing right there is when you go unbalanced front side, there's 2 receivers that are on
That's Michelle Wee West. She's a force on the golf course, and I help her make every shot that she takes the best one possible. I guess I'm a lot like Mizuho, in the same way they help their clients succeed. And like me, Mizuho provides tailored solutions to make a real impact. Everything from investment banking to equities and fixed income, derivatives, and so much more. It's a partnership as beautiful as that birdie. Mizuho Americas, a name worth knowing.
This is a story about the one. The untrained eye may not see the one as extraordinary, but her goals aren't easy. She fixes, she manages, she perfects. She is extraordinary. Because for the one, maintaining this space transports her to this space. The industrial grade product you need plus 1 million more. Call, clickgrainger.com or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
All right, Tina, 6 is hard to beat.
Not for us.
Okay, not soccer, but
Football.
Yes. We honeymooned here.
Mallorca.
Yes. Pass.
Oh, we don't pass, Tina. Come on.
They help give you more.
A tax professional.
And they have a 97% satisfaction rating.
So, Lampe?
You could have done it in a British accent.
That's helpful, Randy.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
College football on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Rogue. Don't weaken. By Kubota. Together we do more. And by T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
Victor E. Husky is in the costume as the mascot. Mission is the live mascot for the Northern Illinois Huskies, but the defense gets the second 4th down stop, handing the ball back over to the offense. Hampton tucks it and runs for 9 on 1st down. Let's go back to what was originally signaled a touchdown, but is clearly an incomplete pass.
Yeah, this is a really good throw by Tyson Pumachan. He put it exactly where he needed it to be. Really good effort by Sterling Galvin here. He didn't keep possession of the ball to the ground. Fantastic effort. His right foot was on the line as well, but hey, the effort's there. Really good throw by Tyson Pumachan.
I mean, the officials got it right. You saw the initial
Absolutely.
signal, but when you saw the ball come out, and then from that replay, it looked like he was on the line out of bounds anyway. Williams gave Hampton a pretty good spot on that last run to the 21, so it was 1st down Northern Illinois. Again, the Huskies have only attempted 2 passes so far in the second half for a total of 5 yards.
Well, they haven't had to. Watch to the left side of Northern Illinois. They caved down the whole right side of that defense, and then they're just able to cut right off of it, and that's just good running back play, good lineman play. Block it down, make a cut, get vertical.
2 rushing touchdowns from Poe, and Terry O'Brown is out of the game. So it's Williams to the 35. Northern Illinois is averaging almost 7 yards a carry in the game against UMass.
And I'll tell you what, they've run this play a ton to the offense's right. Now they go back to the left. Again, pulling both guards. They get a guard out on a corner, and they get a guard out on a safety. And that's just great job by the offensive line. Again, down block on the end man on the line of scrimmage, which is the defensive end. Cave them all down and get 2 big guys on 2 little guys in the secondary.
Williams has the most carries now, 12 carries, 61 yards. Poe has 84 rushing yards. The surprise is Hampton with 63 rushing yards. Another big hole on the left side as Williams takes it across the 50. Lost the football at the end, but gets back on top. Looked like he was down anyway to the 37. It's a gain of 28 for the 5th-year senior Gavin Williams.
And this is an alignment thing by UMass. Look how they're caving them all down again. It's 13 personnel. They got 3 tight ends in the game. These 3 tight ends are all blocking defensive backs, and they're caving down the front side defensive end. So they get 3 big bodies on 2 little bodies and a linebacker, and it's just really good scheming by Northern Illinois.
Poe spells Williams. Jaylen Poe, the redshirt freshman from Georgia, already has 2 rushing touchdowns in the game. Hampton will give it to him on 1st down. Maybe only a yard on 1st down. Brandon McElroy, the junior who's been at Glendale Community College, Arizona State, Marshall, San Diego State, and now UMass. with the stop on first down.
And, you know, I think the reason they're able to bring all these guys in and just have the success that they've had on defense is because they have guys like Jaylen Stewart, Teray Powell, Tyler Rudolph, just guys that they trust and have veteran leadership that can just bring these guys in and say, hey, this is how we do it at UMass, and it allows them to bring all these transfers. And I think they had 30 guys transfer in this year.
Out of the pistol look, Hampton to Poe again. The left side, maybe 3. It'll bring up third down. Jaylen Stewart leads the way for the UMass defense.
Again, we're with the NIU is with the wind going in this formation, so they've got a little bit more range in the kicking game, but still, you don't get a yard here. It's you know, let's see here, we're on the 32-yard line. It's going to be a long kick, so I wouldn't be surprised right here if they try to get something quick in the pass game or go ahead and run it and make it 4th and short.
Jaylen Stewart has 12 tackles for UMass, and he missed a few snaps with an injury, but able to come back into the game. Northern Illinois has converted its last 5 on third down. Hampton hands, it's Williams, another block on the edge. He takes it inside the 15, inside the 10. 1st and goal, Northern Illinois. Rudolph makes the stop, but Williams again. So that is 6 straight third down conversions by the Huskies.
Again, just wide zone here, and something that we talked about in the pregame against NC State that they did really well is they got linemen up to the 2nd level, and when you can control a down guy and then on these double teams push another lineman up to the 2nd level and cover up these linebackers, it makes life really easy in the wide zone rushing game.
113 rushing yards now for Gavin Williams. The last one goes for 24 yards. Sets the Huskies up 1st and goal. Hampton hands off again. Williams takes it to maybe the 2.
Yeah, Jaylen Stewart's had his work cut out for him again today. Another tackle for him. He's active. Him and Jarrell Johnson do a great job together. Very competitive. 2 different styles of playing football, though. Jarrell Johnson's more of a blitzer, attack the football, go right now, where Jaylen Stewart would prefer to play off the ball, read, see fullback, see offensive lineman, and go attack the football.
So 13 tackles in the game now for Jaylen Stewart.
Again, our guy Brock Lampe in the backfield. Watch him. He's gonna go to the ball.
Williams, touchdown, Northern Illinois. Grinding out the second half on the ground without their starting running back in Ontario Brown. The Huskies getting it done. Williams into the end zone. A 2-touchdown lead with an extra point for Northern Illinois.
And I'd be very curious, based on how this second half has gone, what got talked about in the locker room with Thomas Hammocks. They were throwing the ball over the top of people in the first half. This second half, they've come out and they have played physical downhill football. And I don't know what got talked about at halftime, but it did a good job.
Woodill's extra point is good. 27-13. College football on CBS Sports Network, built by the Home Depot.
Look, she's just sitting here building her credit by...
I forgot you were here.
Self gives you credit for the rent you were going to pay anyways, and reports it to the credit bureaus within 72 hours. Free credit building for renters with Self.
You just got text now. Phone service with talk, text, and data for essential apps, all for free. It's magic.
It's not magic. Text Now saves you money. Download now.
It's a hard conversation to have. When you die, this is what's going to happen.
All right, like the digs.
That was close. My perception of estate planning was lawyers and questions that I wouldn't know answers to.
Having a trust, having a will, make sure that those things and those people are taken care of. Trust and will makes it really easy and succinct for people to go out there, create their estate plan.
Having a plan in place, it was a huge relief.
Create your estate plan at trustandwill.com.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. If you or someone you know were injured in an accident that was not your fault, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you how much your case is potentially worth. So, Tom, tell the viewers watching at home who should call in right now.
Well, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault should give us a call right now. We have live agents available to answer any questions you have. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth.
Thanks, Tom. You heard it, folks. Call now.
It's time to add some extra steps to your day. Introducing Ellipse, the premium quality automatic seated exerciser that strengthens legs, increases mobility, and boosts circulation without physical strain or impact. It's the easiest exercise you will ever do.
Ellipse fits perfectly under my desk, and it is so quiet that none of my coworkers even know I'm using it.
Strengthen and tone your legs, increase your mobility, flexibility, and balance, plus stimulate healthy circulation.
Huskies have averaged almost 9 yards per carry in the second half. 235 rushing yards in the second half alone for Northern Illinois. But our play of the game, brought to you by Chili's, is from the Northern Illinois defense. The stop on 4th down for the second time. An incomplete pass. That's the difference with Profit there in coverage on Galvin. And that's how Northern Illinois got it back, and then goes 90 yards in just 9 plays for Northern Illinois.
They have really relied on the run game here in the second half, and I'll tell you what, these two running backs have stepped up and done a good job, but the credit goes to the offensive line. They are playing so physical, and we can pick up sound in the booth through these mics, and there was a couple runs down there where you hear the contact and you hear it, and that is an offensive lineman knowing, hey, we can go get 7-8 yards every clip is such a good feeling for them.
3 second half possessions by Northern Illinois. 3 touchdowns, all on the ground. That'll be a touchback, bring it out to the 25-yard line. Bullock kicks it through the back of the end zone.
Again, Brock Lampe. Follow Brock Lampe near the goal line, follow him to the ball. And again, kicks out the defensive end. Easy walk-in touchdown for Gavin Williams. And that's Brock Lampe scored on the first play of the game. He's been super active blocking. He's done a great job for Northern Illinois.
Only 1 completed pass in the second half, and yet you have 3 touchdowns to show for it for Northern Illinois. It is getting late for UMass. Pumachan down 2 touchdowns, completes to the edge for Keeney James. I mean, it's been long drives with no points for UMass.
The two 4th down conversions near on the plus side of the field, one on the 25 and the other in the red zone right there. So they've been down there, just haven't been able to convert.
Their last 2 drives, 18 plays, combined 0 points. They get another first down, and that's how you end up with the weird numbers for UMass, where their time of possession is really good, but the scoring is not. That's what's played out here in the second half.
Well,
long drives with no points.
Yeah, those are the worst, because when you're down 2 scores, you need it, and you're not scoring points, but you're taking time off the clock. It puts you in a very difficult situation right here. So say they go down the field and score right here, you got to imagine an onside kicks right up their alley, because they've had such issues stopping the run game.
So both these teams top 10 time of possession, but the advantage Northern Illinois. Omachan to throw, airs it out, and it is caught by Harding again. T.Y. Harding, who had the 58-yarder in the first half, makes this big chunk play. That's a gain of 31 this time for Harding. UMass rolling here in the 4th.
So Keeney James in the last drive, he caught that quick bang 8, that deep slant. So they ran it again right there. They sucked up in coverage, and they were able to leak T.Y. Harding out on a wheel. So they just filled the void left by Jacoby Keeney James.
Omachan rolls and throws. It is caught, and that was a good pass. And another, Galvin goes to get it. This time it is a completion to Sterling Galvin.
And they've been able to get down the field pretty efficiently here. This is taking minimal time off the clock, getting into their guys, and now they're already inside the red zone.
16-yard catch for Galvin. This is in the trouble area for UMass. Twice stopped on 4th down. Omachan keeps it. The Huskies ride it out with them, and maybe a yard on the first down carry by Pumachan.
So just a wide stretch quarterback keep play right here, and they're trying to get the edge. But Jaylen Profit, again, he made the play in the end zone on the last drive. He set a firm edge, made that ball cut inside all the way to the pursuit.
Pumachan back to pass, knocked away. Galvin knocked away by Banner to break up the pass in a violent fashion on second down.
Yeah, and Santana Banner, obviously great play right there, but he is the green dot wearer for NIU. He's the guy that has the communication in his helmet. He hears everything from the sideline. The reason they give it to him is they feel like he has better perspective playing in the secondary to recognize unbalanced, wildcat, things of that nature. Big play by him.
So here we are again with a red zone opportunity for UMass, facing 3rd and 10. 4 third down conversions, but 0 for 2 on 4th down. Pomachan pumps, tosses to the end zone. It is incomplete. Intended for Jaquan Gibson. Javon Bird in coverage for Northern Illinois.
Yeah, so they go 5-man pressure. They play a man behind it, and he just has to put it out there again. I think that Pomachan is making really good throws, just very contested catches. Jaquan Gibson goes up there, tries to go get the ball, and just isn't able to come down with it. Again, going for it on 4th down here.
Now by 2 touchdowns deep in Northern Illinois territory where they've stopped him twice. This looks. Pomachan throws it. It is knocked away, but it's going to be a free play. There's a touchdown grab. It is Harding who grabs it. So a free play for UMass on the offsides by Northern Illinois, and the end zone shot. Pomachan to Harding. Touchdown, UMass on the second TD grab by Harding.
Defense, number 11. That penalty is declined.
That's just a great job of going and getting that football right there. I mean, it's a 50-50 ball, and T.Y. Harding, again, another touchdown, another big play for this UMass offense. But again, give credit to Tyson Pomachan here. He understands, uses the hard count, draws him offside, understands, hey, I have a free play. Let me just throw it up and see if one of my guys can go get it. Great job. T.Y. Harding's had a great game so far.
Great play on the ball by Harding. So Lurie on for the extra point. Make it a 7-point game. 3:16 with a 2-minute timeout to come. Lurie's extra point is good. So UMass with a quick strike touchdown. Pomachan finds Harding again. Don Brown's Miniman still in it late in the 4th.
It's a team almost too good to be true.
You guys ain't ready for us.
Kick your game day off right as the Tops team tackles all the biggest headlines around the league.
Who's got 2 thumbs and loves this next segment?
Sunday mornings on CBS Sports Network.
Pro-level performance at work and at home. Right now, save $50 on the BGA 57 battery blower. Real STIHL. Find yours.
You didn't learn to build your credit in school, but you did learn this. Let Self help you navigate your financial journey and build your credit with free rent reporting, a credit builder account, a secured credit card, and more. We can't change the past, but the future looks a little brighter. Start building your credit today with Self.
The TextNow app lets me stay connected on the nation's largest 5G network with unlimited calls and texts for $0 a month. And it's so easy, all I had to do was download the app. TextNow is free phone service at my fingertips. Download now.
At Grand Canyon University, we believe in equal opportunity, and the American dream starts with purpose. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Find your purpose at GCU. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Bull Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Bull Trapper. What's your beef?
Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready? Whole squad.
Coming up next, there's more college football on CBS Sports Network with the Temple Owls taking on the resurgent UConn Huskies. Then at 8, it's Mountain West mayhem between Hawaii and San Diego State. This one between UMass and Northern Illinois. Huskies up by 7. 3 minutes, 16 seconds to go. UMass has 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. So opportunities on the clock, especially with that last touchdown drive, very quick for the Minutemen.
Well, absolutely. And this is, I brought it up earlier, maybe an onside kick. I think this ball's going deep, and then Don Brown's going to challenge his defense and say, hey, we need one stop. They've got 3 timeouts, like you said, Carter. They have the 2-minute timeout. And in situations like this, which is with as much lead running game as they've run with Brock Lampe and these tight ends, our defenders that are in pass responsibility, our eyes have to be in the right spot. We have to understand where's our coverage, where do I got to be, and not get so gung-ho on stopping the run that we let one of these guys just run right past us in the flat. So that's the thing to think about from the defensive perspective is, hey, good sound defense, good gap assignments, eyes in the right place, and if it's a pass, it's a pass. If it's a run, we got to get downhill in our gaps. But guys leaking into the flat, easy throws, that's all on the defender's eyes and being in the right place.
We're building drama for this kickoff as to whether it's looking like a deep kickoff here from Koloji. UMass has attempted 2 onside kicks this year. Neither has been successful. So, yeah, the wind blowing right in the face of the kickoff unit for UMass. Giles will come out, the always precarious position of holding on the kickoff. Finally, a kickoff. Koloji does indeed boot it deep. It hits inside the 10. It'll be scooped up across the 20-yard line, across the 25. Poe breaks it. Jaylen Poe crosses the 50. Inside the 25-yard line, Jaylen Poe shoved out of bounds inside the 5. Poe, who has 2 rushing touchdowns today for Northern Illinois, picks it up on the bounce and runs it back for the Huskies. UMass elects to kick it deep, and Poe makes him pay.
That was one of those plays, you watch it, this ball almost goes out of bounds, and I'm thinking in my head, hey, let it go out of bounds, let it go out of bounds, let it go out of bounds, and he picks it up, and he does the rest himself. He cuts it back all the way across the field, and sometimes when the ball's going out of bounds like that, it looks like it's going out of bounds. Coverage teams, it's like dropping the ball as a quarterback. The defense sometimes relaxes and says, oh, like it's going to go out of bounds. I'm not going to cover fully. But again, Jaylen Poe steps up, makes another really good play.
To set up Northern Illinois 1st and goal. Try and bring it back to a 2-score game. It's an 89-yard return officially for Poe. Williams' forward progress is stopped. No gain.
That play, this is a play they've run on the goal line the last 2 times, getting Brock Lampe back across the formation to kick out the end man. Jarrell Johnson this time said, hey, I've seen it 3 times, and you're not going to get any more yards. Made a big physical tackle right there on the running back. Carter, I don't know. I mean, all the blocking that Brock Lampe has done, do you get any inkling they might try to leak him in the flat right here and try to double up touchdowns for him?
And Northern Illinois is in no rush. You have the 2-minute timeout coming up. Hampton out of the gun, gives to Williams. He is apparently just short. I mean, just short of the goal line. UMass will use a timeout. Don Brown uses the first timeout just ahead of the 2-minute timeout.
UMass, that is the first of the half. It's been 30-second timeout. Please set the game clock to 2:06. Thank you.
Carter, looks like they're pretty content just running the ball here, doesn't it?
I mean, you do have to ask the question, does UMass or should UMass have just let them score with about 3 minutes left on the clock? I mean, it takes it to a 2-score game.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing they're fighting against right here is just the clock, and you know, this is a pretty easy field goal, puts them up 2 scores, and then you got to go down twice and get an onside kick if you're UMass, but you never know. There could be a bobbled snap, there could be a fumble, there could be, you know, they've missed the extra point already today. They could bang one off an upright. So continue to play really firm, hard defense, try to force a turnover, try to force a negative play, create a holding. And then if they get the 4th down, you got to do everything you can to go block an extra field goal.
So this becomes a huge 3rd and goal. Sneak. Hampton, there's the push, there's the sneak. Oh, it's close. Northern Illinois is celebrating. Touchdown, there it is. Finally, a late touchdown signal. The Huskies are in with Ethan Hampton on a less than 1-yard touchdown run. Huskies up by 2 scores with just 2:05 to go.
Yeah, he just gets in there behind his inside 3 offensive linemen. We talked a lot about J.J. Lampe. We've talked a lot about John Champ. And then Shernitz, the center. Get in behind those 3 guys, get a surge, and get in there, put them up 2 scores.
The officials are getting together before the extra point.
So now if you're UMass on this, you're on the plus side of the 2-minute timeout. So on any kickoff right here, you'd like to fair catch it, not use any of that time. Get the ball in the 25 and just start playing offense.
Please set the game clock to 2:03. Thank you.
So they still have it. So you want to fair catch everything, and then give the ball back to your offense with opportunities to get that free stop clock there at the 2-minute timeout.
In the second half, 4 possessions by Northern Illinois, 4 rushing touchdowns. Only 1 completed pass in the second half for Northern Illinois, and yet with that extra point, they go up 34-20. It began with the 89-yard return by Jaylen Poe to set up Northern Illinois. UMass kicks it deep rather than the onside kick. I mean, we don't think that was the problem, UMass kicking it deep. It was just giving up the 89-yard return to Poe. Allows Northern Illinois the 1-yard touchdown run to take the 2-touchdown lead.
Yeah, I mean, I think kicking it deep is definitely the right call, like we talked about. You've got all your timeouts. You got the 2-minute timeout. You need 1 stop on defense, and then they pop that long return. It puts you behind the 8 ball. But again, UMass, go down and score quick. We've seen they can do it. Keeney James can score quickly. All those guys have the opportunity to get down the field. And talking to these coaches, one thing they said about Tyson Pumachan, they said he throws a great deep ball, and you're going to need it right now.
How about Poe on the day? 89 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 89 return yards, 178 yards. And the game for Jaylen Poe, that's stepping up when Ontario Brown goes down with an ankle injury late in the second quarter.
I wonder what he was thinking last night. They probably had meetings, snacks, sitting around the table, eating some food with his buddies, talking a lot about Ontario Brown, and he probably never even thought he was going to get in today. And then boom, he gets hurt, comes out after halftime, and that's in 1 half, Carter.
Austin Bullock to kick it away for Northern Illinois. UMass will let it bounce out the back of the end zone, touch back to the 25, 2:03, so 1 snap before the 2-minute timeout for UMass, but you're in desperation mode now, down by 2 touchdowns with 2:03 to go.
Absolutely. And if you're Northern Illinois, you got to take a page out of the book from UMass last week. Keep guys in bounds underneath this 2-minute timeout. Keep that clock rolling as much as you can. And then if you're UMass and you're a receiver, 2 or 3 extra yards is not as important as it is to stop the clock. So if you're near the sideline, don't fight for a couple of extra ones. Just get out of bounds, save that clock.
The wind whipping here in DeKalb. Pumachan has to short completion, I mean maybe a yard or 2. That'll take you to the 2-minute timeout. 1:57 showing on the clock right now as Northern Illinois leads 34-20.
When the sawdust settles and the engine roars, the thing you care about is a job well done. But when you get your tools from Harbor Freight, something about the job feels different. Your wallet. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
You want to be like me? Well, you can't, because there's only one brand. But you can recover like me. Almonds. Every day. They can help you recover from exercise to keep you prime. You want to stay prime, right?
You didn't learn to build your credit in school, but you did learn this? Let Self help you navigate your financial journey with a one-stop shop app that has everything you need for better credit. We can't change the past, but the future looks a little brighter. Start building your credit today with Self.
Text Now offers free nationwide 5G coverage, unlimited calling and texting, plus data for essential apps on the go, all for $0 a month. And Text Now offers the most flexible data plans on the market. Download now.
Change the world for good by putting others before yourself to glorify God. The pursuit to serve others is yours. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. With exclusive savings just for Prime members, you'll feel like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Because it takes a boat to get to the biggest bass. And a few more decoys to bring in the ducks. Because the trophy you're after, you can't carry out. Because you tow, there's B&W. B&W Trailer Hitches. Towing, adventure.
4 possessions in the second half, 4 touchdown drives for Northern Illinois, and they've done all of that with only 1 completed pass in the second half.
Carter, they haven't thrown the ball since 3:31 in the third quarter. And like we talked about, Thomas Hammocks had to have gone in there and challenged these guys up front, challenged the offensive line. We need to be able to run the football, and that's exactly what they've done here in the second half. There's been nothing crazy, no reverses, no wildcats. It's been downhill, heavy gap scheme. Get behind our big fullback, get behind our offensive line, be patient, let these blocks develop and go get it. And I'll tell you what, Thomas Hammocks has done a really good job of, number one, making that adjustment at halftime, and then number two, just awareness on the field for that Jaquan Gibson pass that was an illegal touch. He's just done a really good job the second half of getting his guys going.
Desperation for UMass, who led at the half. Boumachon to the edge. It's incomplete for Keeney James to bring up 3rd and 8.
This is a tough situation for Tyson Boumachon to be in. I mean, playing defense, you understand, hey, it's got to be pass. We're going to try to get there with 4. Let's sit back. All these routes are going to be second-level routes, so half the quick stuff that you typically got to worry about as a corner, as an inside player, are gone. All these routes are now second-level routes.
UMass converted a 3 of their first 4 third downs. Only 1 third down conversion since. Boumachon, that's Gavin who makes the grab for a first down, gets out to the 49-yard line. Clock stops temporarily on the first down, under 2 minutes.
Again, hey, they're just sitting in quarters coverage right here, and Sterling Galvin just wins on a seam ball. He gets inside of Jayshon Prophet. Inside leverage is where Jayshon Prophet's going to sit in quarters. He's able to beat him inside, and there's only thing there is green grass. Great route.
Boumachon takes another deep shot on first down. It is knocked away, incomplete. Javon Bird gets the pass breakup on the pass intended for T.Y. Harding.
Just trying to throw a go ball outside to T.Y. Harding. It's a little bit underthrown, but if you're T.Y. Harding, you'd love to work back to the ball right here. If you work back and let that DB run into you, a lot of times you're going to get a pass interference call. So yeah, you get that ball out there a little bit if you're Tyson Boumachon, but if you're outside as a receiver, work back to that ball and create a penalty.
With just 1:32 left, Boumachon hit as he throws. It is incomplete to bring up 3rd down again, intended for Harding again on the edge.
Yeah, Skylar Gill-Howard here, inside pressure, good job by him, and he's one guy that's just a vocal leader for that defense. He wins on a pass rush, but pregame, he was the guy that was in the middle of the huddle, talking to everybody before the game, getting them excited. Those big inside defensive linemen, if they can rush the passer, it's a huge plus for them.
Third and 10. Boumachon pressured from behind. On the roll, just dumps it to the sideline. So you got 4th down coming up for UMass, down by 2 touchdowns with 1:21. Northern Illinois gets a stop. They get their 3rd win of the season.
All right, here's something to think about for the defense. Tyson Boumachon has done a great job these last 2 drives of using a hard count. He almost got him the jump right there, got him the jump almost 2 plays ago, and then at the end of the last drive, that's where they had the free play touchdown. So as a defender right here, sit tight, put your eyes on the ball. Don't jump here to give themselves another free play.
One for 3 on 4th down so far by UMass. Boumachon pressured, rolls, dumps it to the sideline. Northern Illinois gets the stop on 4th down, and the Huskies with the dominant ground game and defensive stops. It's going to be a flag, it's going to be grounding, but regardless, it's a 4th down stop.
Intentional grounding, offense, number 3. Ball in place, the spot of foul, loss of down. Turnover announced, 1st down, Northern Illinois.
Northern Illinois has done a really good job in the second half, obviously running the ball, but you talk about front and coverage. Front and coverage is, hey, your defenders in the back end have to cover and give your big guys up front a chance to go make a play on the ball. So, hey, it's a great job covering, and then just really good inside pressure. Devontae O'Malley wins on an inside move in through the A-gap, puts pressure immediately. Good coverage in the back end, forces the errant throw, grounding, bumps him back a couple more yards, and then, hey, you need 1 or 2 runs right here, and you can take a knee at the end of the game.
UMass does have 2 timeouts left, but almost academic at this point. You're down 2 scores with 1:16. Now 2 touchdowns with 1:16. Poe gets the first down carry. Poe hit hard as he gets to the 31-yard line. There's timeout number 1 from the UMass sideline. 6-yard gain for Poe.
Jaylen Poe, again, I'm going to talk about it, does a really good job of sitting in behind these offensive linemen. When you run power like this, what you have to do as a running back, they call it just a read step. He's going to take a side step to his right. He's going to get downhill. He's going to get tucked in behind Brock Lampe and that backside guard pulling, and he's just going to fit off of them. If it's an inside scrape by the backer and that offensive lineman pins them down, then you cut outside. If he kicks them out, then you cut inside. So he lets those guys do their job, cuts in behind them, protects the football. He's able to fall forward for about 6 yards.
On a day where you lose Ontario Brown in the second quarter for Northern Illinois, you still rush for, right now, 363 yards in the game. 124 for Williams, 95 for Poe.
Yeah, and right here, if you're Ethan Hampton, you're following the ball, especially in the run game. Follow the ball. You're not anticipating a fumble, but if there is, you got to be right behind the ball.
Lampe motions, Gavin Williams in the backfield. Lampe blocks on the right side. Williams follows him to the 30. It's only a yard gain, but serves its purpose. UMass not using a timeout here. Yes, they are. There's the last timeout by UMass. We'll see if they put some seconds back on the clock. But that's UMass's final timeout, down by 2 touchdowns with under a minute to go. 55 seconds, so they still allowed some time to tick off between the end of the play and that final timeout by UMass, but regardless, 55 seconds on the clock.
Again, you're just anticipating another run play right here by Northern Illinois. Cover the ball. Ethan Hampton again, follow your running back and stay in bounds. Those are the 3 things that you're talking about. Ball security, Ethan Hampton, follow up behind. Stay in bounds, keep that clock moving.
Northern Illinois has converted its last 7 third downs. That's an amazing run in the second half. Poe's in the backfield with Hampton. Poe takes it. Poe pushes. He is near the first down. We'll have to see where they spot it. First down, Northern Illinois. UMass is out of timeouts. The Huskies will grind out win number 3 after 2 close losses. Overtime to Buffalo. NC State on the road by 7. The Huskies were trailing at the half at home to a 1-win UMass team. But Northern Illinois grinds out a tremendous second half on the ground, and they'll win it 34-20. Well, we wondered whether Northern Illinois would take the deep shots over the top, as Thomas Hammock said they were going to have opportunities. Didn't really hit on those, so it was keep it on the ground in the second half, and with only 1 completed pass in the second half, the Huskies dominate with a 34-20 win.
It's a good bounce back game for Ethan Hampton and these Huskies. They played really well the last 2 weeks, and turnovers hurt them, and they just weren't quite able to finish at the end of the game. And what they're able to do in the second half is who they are on the offensive side of the ball. We're going to lean heavy on our veteran offensive linemen. They've been together all year, and we're going to rely on our running backs. And I think, Thomas Hammock's got to feel really good about himself, knowing, hey, I hope Ontario Brown is okay, but I know if things get tough, I've got 3 really good running backs that I can rely on to go get us some dirty yards and get ourselves back in the game. And then the defense stepped up in the second half. They had the 2 big stops on 4th down. Just a great job by them overall, playing team football there in the second half.
Well, we will be back to DeKalb Husky Stadium in a moment to visit with the victorious Huskies in a moment. Northern Illinois over UMass. 34-20 is our final. We're back in a moment.
Check out Mahomes' top 3 plays of the day. He scrambles into T-Mobile to get that new iPhone 16 Pro on us. It's a little shimmy, shimmy, shake. What you think, Kyle?
It's like he's chasing an ice cream truck.
Ice cream! He got his iPhone 16 Pro, the first iPhone built for Apple Intelligence.
Cuz holding it up like a baby lion.
Homie takes those T-Mobile savings and calls it a day?
Respect.
Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro on us. And families can save 20% every month versus the other big guys.
Let's run that again.
Geico has fast fair claims 24/7 right on the Geico app.
To file a claim, just tap.
Just tap right here to upload pictures, customer. Try getting on a first name basis. Sure. Vicky.
To track your status, just click. Super easy.
They're connecting with the mannequins.
You're doing great, everyone. Ooh, you're a pro.
Scroll, tap, scroll. Ouch! Oh, I'm cramping.
Yeah, we've all been there.
For savings and service, get more with Geico.
I overdid it. Like a showboat, I just overdid it.
So your credit tanked, and now you have 3 roommates. Well, you're in luck, because Self will securely report your positive rent payments to all 3 credit bureaus for free. So you can increase your credit score and improve your living situation. Get free rent reporting. Download Self today.
Misty?
You know this person?
Is your cat getting too cool? Give him Temptations treats.
After 2 losses by a total of 10 points in their last 2 games, Northern Illinois grinds out a second half and a 34-20 win over UMass. Northern Illinois MAC, UMass Independent, but the 3rd win of the season for Northern Illinois. And we're joined now by Husky head coach Thomas Hammock. The numbers in the second half: 34 rushes for 249 rushing yards. It's a former running back and running back coach. How do those numbers sound?
That was a beautiful second half by our offense. I really loved how our offensive line took control of the game. I thought our backs ran downhill, and it was just a great thing for our offense, a major confidence booster for us to continue to move forward.
Coach, excellent job. I want to know what got talked about there at halftime. You guys came out physical, downhill attitude. We're going to run the football.
Well, you know, our offensive line really felt like they can control the line of scrimmage. We had some plays in the first half where we tried to get too cute, and they just said, hey, lean on us. And we leaned on them, and they came through.
Now, that second half was all without Ontario Brown, who went down in the second quarter. Can you give us an update on Ontario?
Yeah, he had a little ankle thing. He got, rolled up. We think he'll be okay. But we feel like we got some great backs in the stable, guys that can handle the load, and they showed that the second half of this game.
Absolutely. It was a second half dominated by Williams, who had 125 rushing yards, Poe 98 plus an 89-yard return. I mean, you preach it all the time about stepping up when somebody goes down, but how rewarding is that to see it actually play out?
Well, these guys work extremely hard at practice, and I'm just so happy that they were able to, have success in this game. I'm sure they're going to come on the practice field next week and be highly motivated, and we can go a long way with runners that run the ball like that.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, and go Huskies.
Thanks, Coach.
Well, as Thomas Hammock told us during the break, said, that is Husky football in the second half. I mean, 1 completed pass for 5 yards in the second half, and yet Northern Illinois dominates, meaning the passing yardage in the game, a total of 6 completed passes for 35 yards for Northern Illinois, and yet you put up the 34 points. That's incredible.
And that one 5-yard completion was a really good throw by Ethan Hampton on a 3rd down. Hey, we're going to assign you a quick throw. Once it's there, put it on his chest, move forward. So they kind of took the ball out of his hands and said, hey, running backs, go get it.
So Jaylen Poe joins us now, and Jaylen, a tremendous second half. I mean, the numbers are 98 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns in the game. You had an 89-yard return But I want to ask you about when Ontario Brown goes down with the injury. What was your reaction, and how did you step up after Brown went down with the injury?
Honestly, I never really had a reaction. Throughout the week, I had a great practice. Hammock was telling me all week, this is your week. You need to be prepared. I got myself ready. I was prepared, and seeing him go down, I knew what time it was.
Jaylen, awesome job today. Can you just talk about your patience as a runner, letting that stuff develop in front of you and then hitting it?
Just being calm and collected. Even in high school, I was a patient runner. I like to watch guys like Le'Veon Bell, things like that. And I know what type of O-line we have. They're physical, and I need to get behind those blocks and not force anything, follow my blockers, and do what I do.
Awesome.
Well, congratulations on a terrific game, Jaylen Poe. You had 2 touchdowns in a game for the first time as a collegiate football player. Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Should have been 3.
Hey, always ready for the grind. Jaylen, we appreciate the time. Jaylen Poe, the redshirt freshman, helps lead the way for Northern Illinois 34-20. After the break, we will take you out to East Hartford, Connecticut for a preview of Temple at UConn.
Trapper Beefs. Energy emergency. Old Trapper. What's your beef?
Castings. For simple shapes, a complete solid pattern may be used. The mold box is filled with special molding sand that is rammed home around the pattern. The molten metal, at precisely the right temperature, is poured into the mold. The assemblies are tumbled. Shaping is done with the aid of machinery, and the fine finish is evidence of the craftsmanship that has gone to their design and construction.
With investing options from Navy Federal Credit Union, Rob feels financially at ease, which means he can worry about other things like landing this fish. What if the fish is really big? What if it's not a fish? What if it's treasure? What if the treasure is cursed? Rob has a lot of things to worry about, but as a member of Navy Federal, his finances aren't one of them. Become a member today. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Homes.com is a new, elevated home shopping experience. Beautiful design, tremendously rich content, and my favorite touch, it's the only site that always connects you to the listing agent. Feels like a work of art.
Lovely. What about the app?
Uh-oh! Look what I did. It's ringing. Hello? Hello? Hello?
They can't hear you.
Hello?
Because you glued a frame over the microphone.
I think I've glued the frame over the microphone.
Ding dong!
Homes.com. We've done your homework.
It's a beautiful autumn day in central Connecticut with a slight breeze as the UConn Huskies get set to host the Owls of Temple. And with that, we welcome you in. Jordan Kent alongside Adam Brenneman. And Adam, UConn's been playing their best football of the year. They are running the